Had to make sure that game was over before I did this. Yeah, so we won, you know. Sometimes I'd be doing the underdog shit, I ain't gonna lie. 'Cause I think I got out the vibe of it, so, you know what I mean? But it just shows you it ain't over to the fat lady saying. You just don't know, man. Sometimes you just don't know the powers, man. It just... See, the good thing about games is a great example of when you believe, things will always get better. You gotta believe it, though. When you believe you're a winner, you know what I mean? Shout out to Carter Sanchez, guys. You gotta believe you're a winner. You gotta believe. You gotta believe. You gotta believe. Gotta believe. Gotta believe in me. But see, Mary J. Blige, she be wanting you to believe in her. But you gotta believe in yourself. It's very important to believe in yourself. Is that Lonnie Boo Boo? Shout out to my Lonnie baby, goddamn. Lonnie, we was working on this shirt situation, and I believe she would get it. She believed it, and she receives her shirt. Goddamn. I appreciate that, you know what I mean? Shout out to old big, what's going on, man? Goddamn, shout out to Don't Panic. Don't Panic. God damn, I was just seeing that in a song. Hey, you was thinking that too, right? You gotta believe in me that I won't never hurt you. Damn, I love Mary J. Blige. I love old Mary J. Let's play that song. Let's just do a little bit of it. Mary J. Blige, you gotta believe, goddamn. Let's see if I can find that shit, though. Don't you hate? I forgot what album that's on, so I want to say Mary J. Blige, you gotta believe. You gotta believe. You gotta believe. God damn. Sing with me, ladies and gentlemen. God damn. Shout out to see y'all young women. I ain't gonna even know about this. You probably wasn't even thought about. God damn. They don't know about this. Goddamn, salute to my lady. Shout out to Don't Panic. So this dedicated to Don't Panic and Lonnie B. Goddamn. Shout out to my older woman. Goddamn. I don't want to get y'all lost, but I just wanted to put that zone in your head. Because then in that way, you'll hear the song all day. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like the 90s. Nothing like the good old 90s, right? Is it just me? You know what I mean? The 90s, man, just it's the 90s was a vibe. Like the 90s was really a vibe for real. You know what I'm saying? And if you was too young to understand that, shout out to my young ladies. I'm gonna be easy on y'all tonight. God damn. I'm hearing a lot of young women right now getting on the internet slaying these old ass niggas. No fellas. Nah, that. You know, see, you got to realize this situation here. Because I know women are like, well, Nate, how do I know if I'm young? You know you young when you 40 years old and a nigga's 65. But he tell you old because he's 65 and he wants you to think you're an old bitch. But you're 40 years old, he's 65. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about that. You're still a young woman. But this is a deeper thing because I got a lot of sick shit going on right now. I got brothers that's just sharing a lot. And these old niggas is losing their mind. They get worse, man. Old niggas is getting bad. It's getting bad, man. And I feel that they're getting worse because they're not accepting that nobody wants your old ass unless you're paying. Now, I know there's some older women that are like, yeah, and they get them, but it's not old. It's not most men. Some older dudes have an appeal on a younger woman that most men wish they had, right? And it drives a lot of dudes crazy because dudes are like, they really want to be that attractive guy, but you know, there's no good ringleader. There's no good, you know what I'm saying? There's not that guy that's really setting the tone that men could really look up to. You know, I'll give you an example, right? Let's use Jay-Z, for example. If you ever hear a younger woman wanting to fuck Jay-Z, because black women especially, black women love an ugly nigga. Black women, they feel that, you know, if a guy's too good looking, then he's gay. So you got Tyson Beckford. They would call him gay, but Jay-Z, they would call him sexy, right? And the reason why is because Jay-Z has swagger, right? And, you know, in a weird, strange way, sisters find it attractive to be ugly with swagger, but then when they see a nigga that's extremely too pretty, then they think it's feminine. It's just crazy. It's weird. So that's why people always think Tyson Beckford's gay. And then they think that Jay-Z, nobody thinks Jay-Z's gay because, you know what I mean? Like Nas is the pretty version of a pretty boy, and then Jay-Z is supposed to be. To us, man, he's one of the ugliest niggas on the planet. Jay-Z probably is one of the ugliest niggas because as men, we always look and say, oh, we don't get it, you know what I mean? Like, and I feel that a lot of times sisters are really trying to, okay, I'll give you an example, right? So there was this discussion, and anybody, this is for 18 and over. These conversations are not for you. If you're 16 years old, you should be in the bed. But if you're 16 and you want to listen, this is for you when you get older, you know what I mean? Because if there's any men approaching you that's older, okay, you should be calling 911. Don't call me. So anyway, there's this misconception that women believe one way and men believe another. So women, on the other hand, they think a 2-minute brother is like the biggest piece of shit on earth. Like, you fucked me for 5 minutes and came. Right. For a man, we were like, that pussy had to be good. So to us, if a dude is fucking you, he like, whoa. Because you know what? You can fuck a woman for an hour if the pussy's trash. I just want to let you know, a lot of times, shout out to Sammy, what up, Sammy? A lot of times, women have this misconception that men that can't perform are 2-minute brothers because black women want to fuck all night. Younger women don't. You know what I mean? If a younger woman sees an older man come in 5 minutes, she like, my pussy's good. When the older woman see a nigga come in the same age, this is a 2-minute brother. Well, I'm gonna tell you from experience. Me personally, I'm not into young girls like that, younger women. You know what I mean? Because I'm kind of like I was always the young kid into grown women. And the grown women when I was a kid was like they wasn't in high school. These motherfuckers was teachers and shit like that. So I always had a thing for older. I remember we had this teacher named Miss Stavskovsky. and she used to wear these beautiful glossy lips. Do they still make those? Like the lipstick that was glossy, and she used to always wear heels. She was a fly bitch, yo. She used to come to school in heels and dresses and blouses. She was dope. But what I'm saying to you is, now for my man, I couldn't have fucked that teacher for no goddamn hour. You understand? I'll give you an example why we fuck for an hour. Number one, when a man is having sex with a woman for a long amount of time, that means the pussy's manageable. It ain't making him come quick. It's manageable. He could, you know what I mean? That's one. Number two, sometimes we switch a lot of positions until the dick gets trained to say, all right, nigga, give me at least some time. You know what I'm saying? You keep switching, damn, I'm about to come. You switch like this, I'm about to come. You tease it, and then you keep teasing it until like, all right, I'm gonna give you 20 minutes. So you could play around, pussy get dry, you throw a little bit of lube in there. See, now, a lot of y'all niggas like to eat it and all that shit, but you know what I mean? Because sometimes if you think you're gonna bust a nut real fast, you're gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? You know, you're like, oh shit, and you just gonna eat it. Or you can't get an erection and you eat it. So my point is this. If you fuck a man and that nigga gets inside of you raw, because that's the only time he can excuse himself. Because if he got a condom on, that's bad, right? So if a man sticks his shit in you and he busts off in 5 minutes, that means your pussy is fire. But if he sticks it in you with a condom and he comes in 30 seconds, that's pretty bad, right? Women see one thing one way, we see another. If a bro come back to me and be like, nigga, I stuck that shit in there, I came faster, we gonna be like, where's she at? You understand? We don't be like, oh, you 2 minute brother. But if we could perform, we could show off, you know what I'm saying? We in the mirror looking at ourselves like, look at this shit, because that means it's manageable. Manageable pussy is the best pussy to perform on. You know what I'm saying? Because the girls will be like, oh my God, you fucked the shit out of me, Nate. Oh God, you fucked the shit out of me. Nigga, come all over the place. God damn it, nigga, you fucked me so good. You be like, yeah, appreciate that. That means it's manageable. Now we feeling cocky, like, damn, she enjoyed the dick, you know what I mean? But then when it's 2-3 minutes, we gotta think of excuses like, damn, why'd you move that phase? You know what I mean? And then you sit there with that little look like, then we're embarrassed, you know what I'm saying? So we're not embarrassed to other men, we're only embarrassed to you, because you read a man as 2 minutes as if we're trash, but your pussy's not trash. So bear that in mind. So I say all this to say there's just different ways of how we see things, you know? When a man is single or a woman's looking at, oh, he's single, he's available. We see a woman single, we're like, God damn, she must be crazy. So what's been happening is there's this thing going on. I know it's a lot of TikTok shit. It's AI. Y'all do realize a lot of those videos that we were seeing on TikTok all them years ago in the cars were AI videos. You know it's fake, right? Anywho, I can tell there's fake ones, but I'll let you hear the voices. I'll let you hear what's going on. So there was this guy. He's probably in his 40s or 50s. I must warn you, ladies and gentlemen, the biggest loser are men, black men on the internet talking about what they want from a woman. The biggest loser is the black men that the sisters bait them and then they gotta respond. So I'm gonna play some audio back to this shithole and a real pile of garbage. I'll give you his name in a minute just so you know what I mean? A real pile of shit. And I want you to hear this, man. It's very interesting. And you know, I'm gonna start it off like that. Yeah, where did it go? God damn. Hold on. Oops. Okay, so that was okay. So it was this video here. So it's named, they actually think they're pretty enough women to throw text tax on men. I should have hashtagged that because tax on men is this new thing or whatever. Shout out to Anthony McGlashan, goddamn. I must tell men, if you are over the age of 30 and you prefer a younger woman, so you're 30, you prefer a woman in their 20s, early 20s. You're 40, you prefer a woman in the early 20s. You're 50, you prefer a woman in the early 20s, right? And you're 60 and you prefer a woman in the early 20s. This is to you. Now, to younger women, I know that there's this thing like a man gonna buy me this. You gotta understand, when an old man approaches you, he's gonna talk money. That's how you know a nigga's old. Now, if a man is older, he may not talk money. You get it? So you gotta distinguish the two. An old nigga is, he gonna come there and say, girl, you need to let me take you shopping. That's an old man. But if it's an older man, he may be like, what's popping? Because he hasn't realized he's old. All right. Now, as an older nigga, I'm gonna tell you the thing is with me. I don't like my peers because peers are very depressing. All we do is nothing. We don't do shit anymore. You know, we buy our cars, we got our hobbies or whatever, but black men don't go to the doctor. The reason why a lot of black men don't go to the doctor is because we're scared. Scared of hearing something that could destroy us, you know what I mean? So, and then some men feel that there's a thing where they go to a doctor and they never had nothing. And next thing you know, they go in and now these niggas got all types of diseases and shit. That's scary. But as black men, we need to lift each other up. And the lifting has to be, don't let all that shit fuck with your head. Now, I'm actually giving y'all a little medal for this, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give a little merit tonight. Don't look at things as it's an old man disease if you're doing what you're supposed to do. Tonight, I was at my man's family house in Jersey, and I had a beautiful day, by the way. Fantastic. But the great thing is this evening, we in the yard working on cars, bullshitting. My man's mom's is over there. She's like, yo, y'all coming up here and eat. Now, these Puerto Ricans, man, they family structure is what ours was pre-social media. All right? So they called me in, and I'm gonna make sure that too. You know, when the next subscriber comes here, special subscriber, we're gonna take a trip down to my man's house. Got a big pool and shit. I think it's a great experience just because it's near the Jersey Shore, so we could just fuck with that and go to the Jersey Shore. But anyway, they were having dinner. It just feels good to be free and eat some good ass food. Wash my hands. I sat down. It was just super duper amazing. But we also got to know our intake. So earlier, me and my bro went to brunch. That was dope. That was a whole vibe. That God is good. God is good. God is great. Thank you for that. That was needed. And we was in Jersey early. So I was in Jersey twice today. So we had to go to the dealership. My man had to get the plates for his car. He got a new whip, whatever. So we sat down and had breakfast, lunch. And really good, real good place on 22 over there in Union. Beautiful. We had a good time. But you got to watch everything. It's like, okay, what did I eat today? So I had like a smoothie this morning, you know what I mean? Then I got out, you know, I was starving. By the time we got to Jersey, did we had to do? Oh, shit. Damn, I moved the camera. Fuck. Hold on, y'all. Damn. Fucking thing is very sensitive, man. My big ass feet. So, you know, I said, let me get, you know, I asked the waitress, I said, listen, I need something big. Pause, right? Just give me a big breakfast, like something. Shout out to Shimmy, goddamn. Baby bro. Shout out to Marvin Fields, goddamn. So, I told her, listen, just give me the biggest thing you got because I got to go ape. But my whole thing is I'm going to eat breakfast for the whole day. That's how I was thinking. So she said either pancakes with everything, waffles with everything, or French toast. I said, well, give me the pancakes, you know what I mean? 2 pancakes, eggs, and, you know, got your protein meats. Bring me orange juice. So now I'm looking at the sugar, right? You know what I mean? So you look at the sugar from the thing, then you got the syrup. I don't use a lot of syrup. Then you got the white from the processed pancakes. It's a bitch, man. And you got the potatoes. But people always think potatoes are bad. Potatoes are good when they're roasted, you know what I mean? They are. So I had a fantastic breakfast, and the goal is now you got to burn it off. Burn it off could be talking, walking, you know what I mean? You burn it off throughout the whole day. So fast forward, when I went back to Staten Island, I had to go back to Jersey, and then I would go down to Tom's River, bing, bing, bing.
And that's why I told you my peoples is out there deep, and you know, their moms is up here from the Bronx, and she just was burning in there, and it was just fantastic. But when I was done, I was like, all right, you got some chicken, some rice, vegetable. It was great. You know, people of color, black and Hispanic, we break bread together here. You know what I mean? Blacks and Puerto Ricans, we grew up together. Brooklyn, the Bronx, Queens, Manhattan. You know what I mean? We all grew up together. And even when we move into Jersey and we go into the suburbs, it's still the foundation. So we eat very similar. But the problem with a lot of blacks, they just don't. Blacks and Hispanics just don't. They don't eat enough vegetable, man. No vegetable. And for a man, for male performance, you have to have greens every day. Now, they could tell you a whole bunch of bullshit. I'm going to tell you things that's good for you as a man. Vitamin D, protein, and greens. I don't care what they tell you. Milk is the most nutritious beverage in the world. Low fat, Nate? Fat, nigga. Whole milk. There's nothing in this world that got a mini vitamin. You can hear all that YouTube shit, Instagram shit. Take it from me. You know what I mean? Think of the thing that they give babies. You know what I mean? Toddlers. And my daughter drinks a lot of milk, right? So I fuck with milk too. Now some of y'all may be lactate intolerant or whatever, but whole milk, right? So you got to think of that. These are the key things to you for your performance. If you really want to do it right, you know what I mean? Goat milk. You know what I mean? If you're a nigga that like to get you know, you like to fuck. You know what I mean? Don't practice sex with a woman by sticking your dick in her mouth. You know what I mean? Because that's cheating. The real test is the pussy. They got to feel that. And once a woman is giving a nice response, you got a good feeling. All those nutritious things, I'm telling you. So if you ever look back in the day, right? He said organic fruits. It don't even got to be organic. Organic just basically is a way. Organic's only organic if you grow it in your backyard and you grew it yourself. You know what I mean? Without no preservatives, right? Just want to tell you that. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Andrea. Goddamn. Right? So, remember we used to watch, Little House on the Prairie, or you watched the Brady Bunch, and they would eat dinner, and it was fucking eat your vegetables, and then they have a tall glass of milk. So now, black people, they just want to drink sweet shit. Now, me, I'll drink a lot of water. You know what I mean? I fuck with this. Like, it's my Saratoga shit. Now, Andrea knows this. Andrea had this shit at the table when we got there. But there's 2 types. You got the still water, you got the sparkling. At home, I got the sparkling, so I'm about to kill that. But this is here in the studio. So anyway, needless to say, the most healthiest beverage I had today was the smoothie, right? And then when I got to breakfast in Jersey, I had the orange juice, which is a lot of sugar, you know what I mean? But it's still healthy. It's still, vitamin D and shit like that. But I had water, and I made sure the most important part was my black coffee. Just give me black, because I know it's going to be a long day. Black coffee is healthy. But I know I ate some bullshit, with the calories, with the pancakes, whatever. Fast forward, when I got to my man's house, they didn't have any vegetable. So his mom was like, yo, we got some donuts. I'm like, oh, God. So, I'm watching them. So one of his family members like, shit, I shouldn't even be eating this. I'm a diabetic. I was like, oh, my God. And another OG was saying something else. Older people love to eat. They love to eat the bullshit. You know what I mean? What I was doing was, okay, we got that chicken. We got the rice. You're supposed to have a handful of rice, right? It's supposed to match your hand. Like, Whatever your hand size is supposed to be the amount of rice you're supposed to have as serving. So I'm watching all that for the day. I'm calculating that. So I'm like, she said, you got any soda? Good, I'm good on the soda. You know what I mean? I had the orange juice earlier. I'm gonna fuck with the water. Boom, 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 boom. All of these things as a man, I feel, because when you piss, then you know what your healthy is, you know what I mean? So I take vitamins, so, you know what I mean? If your shit is bright, the vitamin's gonna come through. If your shit is dark, you know what I mean? All these things are men. I urge men to go to the doctor, but it's just important to be mindful that as you get older, the things you eat determine who you are. So on a male performance level, black men should be looked upon, especially as they older, as how men in the porno industry is. So the black middle-aged man is the Don Dada, which is great. Only in adult film. What if I about a dude that works out? It all depends, you know what I mean? Because niggas that work out, a lot of times they can have erectile dysfunction. You don't know if they fuck with amino acids, taking all types of shit. And then you got niggas out here that maybe look like they out of shape and they fuck all night. So as an individual, you got to know from your urine and your waste. That's really determines what's going through your body because it went through it. You know what I'm saying? It's all about what goes through your body. I say all this to say, you got to watch your intake. You know what I mean? Watch what you put in your body. Watch what you put in your soul. You got to pay attention to that. Because if you know that you know tomorrow what you're not going to do and you discipline that, when you start making love to a woman, and I say love like you kissing, you know what I mean? Always get into kissing. Don't start kissing her body parts. Kiss her. Because the true arousal is going to determine your ability. You know what I mean? And so what I say this to say, I didn't have no vegetables today, but I drank lots of water because Puerto Ricans and blacks, they eat similar. They love meat, they love starch, you know what I mean? And their version of vegetables are potato salad, you know what I mean? Which is still vegetable, it's just not green. A lot of men don't have these deep conversations on what they should have. So in the adult industry, what's healthy for a man, the best exercise in the adult industry is sex, right? The best exercise in the real world is sex. But the doctor can't tell you that. They're not supposed to say, you know, you should be fucking 3-4 times a week. You know, as a man, you have to ejaculate more than less. You know what I mean? It's healthy to ejaculate, not to ejaculate at all, because no action can cause fraction, right? So no action could cause infraction, you know, straight off the top of my head. So what happens with a lot of men, when a man is in the natural man back in the 70s and 80s and 90s, he had a desire for a younger woman because maybe his wife was older, so he wanted to test his ability, see if he still got it, yin, 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 whatever. In this mode now, the internet puts it into a mind and it gives him a false narrative. So the man lives in a dream world because now he doesn't take heed. Men don't understand. Listening to the porn star in the interview is useless, but listening to a male porn star is the interview you want to listen to. You know, you can eat whatever you want if you're active. You know, if you eating hot dogs and burgers, nigga, and you fucking 4 or 5 times a week, and a person that's not fucking 4 or 5 times a week is eating them burgers, it's gonna hit different. You know what I mean? Because they're not having sex. And as you get older, you know, activity is more important than no activity. So now what's end up happening is there's this narrative because social media is of the dream world because a lot of men watch porn and they watch these brothers getting it and they get inspired because they're watching them fucking all these bad young bitches and they're like, how in the fuck is these niggas my age and they're laying pipe down from 18 on up? You know, in America, this is happening in Kentucky. This is happening in every state. But all of these states, the lifestyle's going in, niggas is getting it in. They probably got a neighbor with him and this man. The average man, if a woman called him over now to say, yo, why don't you and your boy come here and fuck me? If the nigga's over 40, he probably ain't got nobody he could rely on because he may have a homie that, no, nigga, this is a setup. Because men are not confident in that environment. But in the porno industry, you could see niggas locked up fucking one girl. You know what I mean? They running a train on her. As he gets older, men become connected to the dream world, which is internet porn, which could damage you because as rightfully so is what you see them doing, how does the average man live that reality? How the fuck does he meet these women? Where does he meet them at? What does he say to her? So he believes now, because now he'll drag it and now the frustration come on, I prefer a young woman. And now the older woman feels like, damn, I ain't shit, I'm old, nobody want me. It's not nobody wants you, nigga. Most niggas can't keep up with an older woman. You know, because y'all want to fuck all night. You know what I mean? Like, you're never going to be happy. You can't just, ain't too many niggas that can fuck a 45-year-old woman, put her to sleep and get lucky. You know what I mean? She's probably going to want it again at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, unless she got to wake up and go to work. But if you have the luxury of having a woman that gets knocked out because she came hard, then you're good. Younger women feel like, wow, you know, that's our competition. It's only a competition because the old man puts that into your head. It's really not your competition because you compete with any woman. You're a woman. You're supposed to compete. You're not going to compete. You can't compete with a man. If you catch your man in a bed with another man, you got to walk away because you can't compete with that. You know what I mean? You're a woman. You could only, because you compete with, because she has the same thing you have, right? So that's just reality. You don't know how pussy feels. She don't know how pussy feels, but we know what it feels like. So it's the same thing how I broke down, like, what you see one way, we see another. You know what I mean? What I'm getting at with all this is that there's this false narrative that black women really believe these black men have these options where they sliding into these younger women, and the old woman is just stuck there and her pussy nobody wanted. And that's not true. Black men also feel that they can openly have these choices of younger women, and you cannot approach a younger woman without talking about a dollar. It's not that you're grown, nigga, you're old. And you have to understand, Nate, what age? 30 and over. You cannot approach a 25-year-old nigga without mentioning money. And you have to practice that because one day you're going to be 50. One day you're going to be 60. You know, one day you're going to be older than old, and you have to understand that has to be your mind. You're not in high school anymore. You know what I mean? We all ain't delivering papers and have a paper route. You're in your fucking 30s. You could be a grandfather. So the only way you could compete with another man is giving her a benefit. You separate the boys from the man by talking your dollar. You know that you want to talk about 6 figures and you got a good job and great pensions. That's great if a woman try to link up with you, and I'm telling them from the other end what to look for. But you have to always present yourself and understand that you are older now. You know what I mean? There's no benefit for a woman going to fucking dinner with you, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? You could take your wife out to dinner, you know what I mean? Because that's your wife. But if you're trying to date a woman and she's much younger than you, there's no reason for her to date you, and you're not talking about no transaction. Nothing. It could, listen, you can work at a car dealership and maybe you are the manager and you get friends and family discount and yeah, yo, here's my card and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I sell cars and shit, I'll give you a discount. You know, you don't always got to say, listen, I'll buy you some sneakers and get some ass. That's not what I'm saying. But you always have to put out the fact that, you know, roll with me, I got you type of shit. You know what I mean? This is business. Like, and if she's fucking with you on some business shit, if she like you, whatever. My man, this OG dude, true story, he probably here listening, but I'm going to put it out there. He meets this girl. He's a bus driver. So I'm like, yo, how you live up in Syracuse, nigga? Whatever. He's up in Syracuse, and you ain't fucking none of these women up upstate. Like, they more desperate than here. You know, if it's bad in New York City, it's worse upstate. So he shows me this young chick that's 19 with 2 kids. I'm like, damn, 19, she's a baby, but is she really? I mean, so he sends me this picture, pretty woman, but she's like a kid. She got knobby fucking nails. I'm like, nigga, first thing you should have said to her, we need to get them nails done. She got 2 kids, nigga, so she's a grown-ass woman. But if you gonna approach this fucking kid legally, you have to say, I told him, I said, yo, you gotta, first thing you should be like, girl, we need to get them nails done. When you gonna, and then you putting it out there. Because at this point, she got 2 kids. You letting her know my money's good. I'm free-hearted, this, that, and the third. So take heed to that. You as a younger woman, let me be clear. Let me give you a disclaimer. I'm not promoting prostitution, but I am encouraging you, if you're going to deal with an older man, there's no benefit to you unless you're looking for a nigga to eat your pussy for an hour or to spin and blow a bag on you. Now, a woman that's older, I want a man to blow a bag. You don't want a nigga to blow no bag on you, you know what I mean? Unless you're 40 years old and nigga's 80. You can't expect a nigga to blow a bag on you and you're 40 and he's 50 years old. Like, he's older, but, you know what I mean? You're young, but not young enough. You know what I mean? So to bring it back, the woman has to understand most of these niggas are not healthy. They probably got a lot of salt and sugar in their bloodstream. So there's already an issue there. Yeah, they know how to please a woman. Yeah, he knows how to please you, but who's to say he can even do this naturally and organically? So there's no benefit of you dating an older man unless it's transactional. And transactional, again, what is the benefit? So if a nigga approaching you, you got to say what's in it for me. You know what I mean? Whether you say it to him or to yourself, what's the benefit? Yo, we need to hang out, get your number. It's like, all right. Oh, I got this big house over here. You need to come to my condo. All right, that's not transactional. You know what I mean? Where's the transaction? You want to go get dinner and bring a doggy bag to your 2 fucking kids? Like, you could stay home for that. Transactional in the sense of you fucked up. You got 2 babies' fathers or 1 baby's father. You fucking with this old 60-plus-year-old nigga. Okay? Where is the benefit? Oh, he gonna knock your socks off. No, he's not. Not gonna knock your socks off. It's a waste of time. You know what I mean? For all that, just get a young fucking nigga your age to do that. He can do that better. But if you're gonna deal with an older man and you have the luxury of looking at a man and saying, wow, he's a good looking man. Now you blinding yourself. You know what I mean? You should never look at an older man as a good looking man because now you blind your transaction. This you know, the one thing as a black woman, you should never look at a man as a good looking man because you're falling into the wrong steps. So what ends up happening is you look at looks and then there's no benefit, right? So you're a younger woman, it should be transactional. So if a motherfucker tells you, I'm gonna take you and your kids shopping, you got to do that first. Like, all right, cool. When you want to do it? Sunday, we hook up. Now, Sunday, we hook up. You meet the nigga at the mall. He blows a bag, couple of dollars on you and your kids, whether your kids are there or not. Cool. Then from that point, he wants to take you to dinner. Then that's different. The key is you got your transaction. He not supposed to get a motherfucking thing until he give you something. That's the date. The date is, I'm going to meet you at Costco. Bet. You know what I mean? What time you gonna be there? You pull up at Costco, call the nigga's bluff. The nigga tell you he's in a motherfucking, you know what I mean? In the parking lot. All right, nigga, listen, I got the card. He may have the card. Go in here, pick up a couple of things. Boom. He's valid. So did we fuck him? Once again, whether you do or not, you got to get the transaction because he's old. Whether this nigga take a blue pill or not, it ain't gonna make you no better. You're not gonna be at a point where a nigga gonna fuck you and you're gonna be like, I'm strung out. You're gonna be strung out from a nigga that he probably never put his hands on you, literally, never was able to touch you, but meanwhile you in love with the nigga because the nigga just, you know, manifest your mind and, you know what I mean? Stimulate your brain. That's more organic, but there's no benefit to you basically dating an older man unless you're getting a transaction at all. And older men, I'm telling you once again, you got to know you're old when you're 30. That's it. Period. 30 is when you hit the fucking wall. I'm a man. Trust me when I tell you, that's the beginning of the end. You know why? You're going to know when you're 25, 26, 27, and you're about to turn 30, that's going to be the worst time of your life. You could tell everybody, yo, I'm 30, man, I'm happy. Nobody's happy at fucking 30, especially a man. You know what I mean? Because as you get older, if you don't maintain what you abused back then, it means something now. Now you're 10 years away, you got to get a colonoscopy, you know what I mean? You wasn't worried about no colonoscopy at 15 years old. You wasn't worried about diet back then because you could eat whatever the fuck you want. But as you get older now, these things happen. So you got to think about the benefit with you dating any woman is the nourishment that you're going to get, that you're going to be sexually active. Fuck a companion, you know what I mean? Fuck whatever. You need the action. So your action mind has to set the tone and say, I'm an older nigga, I need action. Period. So if that means me tricking off a couple of dollars because I'm a grown ass man, I can do that. As long as you getting the pussy, you ain't really a trick. You understand what I'm saying? You a trick when you ain't getting no ass, you know what I'm saying? So if the woman that played you and you taking her out, yeah, that's the trick. You tricking now because you ain't getting no pussy. But you as a man can't be picky as you get older. You can't. You gotta let your money do the motherfucking talking. Period. Money talks, bullshit walk. You approach a younger woman, most old niggas is cheap. Most old niggas don't accept the fact that they old, so they don't even want to face that. You know, black men especially don't want to be reminded of their age. It's very detrimental. It's fucking devastates us. I don't care what he tells you. Age is worse for a man than a woman. That's why he pulls a woman in it. That's why he's always dragging women, because he suffers that shit. You understand? Nobody suffers with age more than a man. White man, whatever. You don't believe me? Just ask a doctor. Ask a family doctor who visits him more, women or men. To see a woman that don't go to the doctor is rare, but to see a man that don't go to a doctor, all men are scared. So the benefit for him, he's trying to do, you know, he's trying to make you a wife. He's trying to get you open. He's trying to string you out. You know what I mean? All that shit is where he's going to become a trick, because now there's no benefit to you. So that's going to flop. The benefit for an older man is to get you in the fucking bedroom, to get the business. Period. That's what he needs. The body needs that. If he don't get that shit, you know what I mean? He don't use it, he going to lose it. So it's imperative. So the push is, you making the money, whether you retired or not, you making the bread, you should be able to do it. As a younger woman, you have to ask a man, what's in it for you? If a nigga talking all that cute shit, like you want to take you on and buy some crabs and seafood, and your stupid ass is like, oh, I'm gonna bring my homegirls, that's not a benefit, you bum. That's you know what I mean? You gotta ask that nigga, like, what's the benefit? He not gonna get that damn dinner until he fucking gives you a transaction. He has to swipe that card. Not to a movie, not to a motherfucking dinner. He has to swipe the card. Then you want to bring your girls along on a dinner. You do that shit because you plan on fucking a nigga. Don't just try to just get over on a nigga you don't plan on fucking him. He already he already gave you a transaction. You get it? So if you gonna be out with a man and you younger, and your mentality is, this nigga want to take you out, he want to show you a good time, he want to take you on a date. Okay, there's nothing in it for you. So you got to ask him, so, you know what I mean? You got to kick your bully bobo. What's in it for me? He should be able to know what you need. I'm like, I mean, your sister could do whatever it is. He knows what he has to say, because I'm talking to him right now, and I'm telling you what you got to put out, because you can't date an old nigga to be cute. If you 21 years old and you date a nigga that's 23, you could be cute with him. You can't do that with a fucking 50-year-old nigga. There's no benefit. He knows what it means, because he ain't getting no pussy unless he lying or blowing a bag anyway. If he go to another country, he still got to pay. We have to pay one way or another. If he got the gift of gab and he's an old nigga and you giving this nigga some pussy and there's no benefit, then there's no benefit. Don't fuck with him. Stay away from these old niggas. You know what I mean? You as an older woman, prepare the fact, if it's transactional, fuck it. He deserve it. He gonna probably bust off in 5 minutes anyway. That's not a bad thing for you. That's a great thing, because at the end of the day, that's the trick. The trick is I fucked the nigga for 5 minutes and now he's hooked. You want a nigga to bust off for 5 minutes. You don't want the nigga fucking for an hour because your pussy may be fair, or he may be a pro, or maybe he just beating off all day. He can't come. Now you getting tricked because now he beating your body up and you ain't getting no benefit out of that. It ain't like you charging this nigga, because if you was charging him as a prostitute and he's paying for an hour and he does the full hour, you just worked very hard for that hour, right? If you was fucking this nigga on some prostitute shit, and he paid for an hour, let's say hypothetically, he paid $500 for the hour, your goal is to make the nigga bust off the quickest possible. That's why it's called a trick, because you trick him, right? The trick is he paying for an hour, but he's only for one nut. So you gonna put the fire pussy on him, he gonna shoot off in a whole fucking 5 minutes, and boom, you getting paid for an hour's worth of work. But now if this nigga wanna come in and marathon, man, there's no benefit. That transaction ain't even worth it, because you could have fucked 4 niggas for all that. I'm just saying, that's like the worst case scenario. So to bring it back, what you gotta think about is, you're a young woman, you know what a man wants. When an older nigga approach you, you know what the fuck he want and you know what he need. He needs it. It's sort of like, you go to a diner and they're like, excuse me, can we get some service? That means these niggas is hungry. She's a waiter. These niggas is hungry. They calling her over there. She's got to move quick, be on her A game, because this table, these niggas are some hungry motherfuckers. So got a large party. It just came out of a club. They're hungry. People are arrogant. Whatever. You have to know, the minute you look up and you see that fucking old geezer, and he has to ask you, well, how old do you think I am? He's old. You know what I mean? So you got to think of transaction, and what is he talking about? Well, I want to take you out, show you the world, travel around the world. That's not a transactional benefit, because you're not getting anything out of that. You know what I mean? To go on to get a transaction, you got to make sure you set them up the tone first before we do a vacation. You could do the vacation later. You could fuck the nigga on a vacation, but that's because the nigga took you to Costco and spent $1,000 on your groceries. That's because the nigga threw you $700 towards whatever you're rent. I don't know. Whatever the situation is, he needs it. He's going to go 100% through it. If the nigga tells you, well, fuck that, I ain't doing no shit for no bitch unless I get no ass, right, so now you're never going to get anything that way. You never do that. You never, especially with a black man, never ever do that, because he needs you more than you need him. You could get dick anywhere. He can't get pussy anywhere. He doesn't have that privilege. Oh, he's old, he's wiser. That's not true. All that shit is bullshit. So you got to see that. I'm talking to the young ladies. You got to see, if there's no benefit, don't bother. Now, my middle-aged woman, older woman that's listening, how does this benefit you? Well, y'all fuck up a lot because y'all want a relationship with every fucking body. You know what I mean? You want a nigga to blow a bag and you fucking already got a good job. Like, let's listen for the vibe without me redirecting to you, so I could kick it to these young people and kick it to that old fucking goat. Old goat, you got to speak money. That's it. You know what I mean? You meet a chick, you talk. You got to think of it that way. If you met a young Latin woman and she told you, man, I'm going through it, my family's starving, you're going to have to help her, right? So she's not going to fuck with you unless the transaction is made. There's this video I'm about to play, this audio. Black men have this, I don't know what it is with y'all, man. I know y'all don't want to go to the doctor. I know you eat terrible. I know you don't drink enough water. I know you don't have no vegetables. I know you doodle probably. You probably shit and you fucking constipated every day. This shows that your health is fucked up. But all of a sudden, you think that you want a younger woman because you a good-looking nigga. Or you look good for your age. There's no benefit to a young woman for that. It's cool for you, but you could use that shit with the middle-aged woman. Because she's the one looking for a boyfriend. You can't come to a younger woman, nigga, without talking on paper. You're old. You know what I mean? So this guy right here, I'm about to play back There's a lot of men that could relate to this guy, and I'm gonna let you know how stupid you fucking sound, right, and how dumb you are. So let's play this back and let you know what's going on. Hold on.
You can't tell a young woman anything about her older man because anything you say to her, she's gonna just take it as you hating. You wanna see someone really angry? Ask a young woman why she's dating an older man and she still has to pay her own bills. Because
why is it about paying bills? What if the younger...
All right, so we got this retarded motherfucker talking, so, you know, he's probably, this is just a bitter nigga that's sitting in the house, pulling his hair, he watches a lot of porn. And I get it. He probably see all these fucking old black niggas slaying all this pussy, grandma pussy, young pussy, fat pussy, all types of shit. And he feels entitled. That's good for you because that's what he watches when he talks like this. You could tell. You could tell a nigga that don't get no pussy. Niggas that don't get no pussy talk like a man like this because niggas that get pussy would laugh at him. So listen.
This is a fun fact, everybody. Most of the women watching me...
First of all, hold on. No, nobody says fun facts. So you know this nigga watches a lot of fucking social media and porn. We don't do fun fact, my nigga. We grown, we big niggas. Like, what kind of shit is it? But go ahead.
Right now, you're dating somebody that's 5 to 10 years older than you. You're not dating a man that's in the same age group as you for the most part. And that, I'm going to say about 80% of the women that watch me, I'm going to fucking guarantee that. You are not dating a man the same age as you or younger than you for the most part. You're not. He's at least 5, possibly to 10 years older than you. Some of you may have a man that's a year or two older than you, but for the most part, most women love men that are 5 to 10 years older than them.
No, they don't. For what? Where's the fucking benefit, old man? If my daughter is dating a nigga that's 5 to 10 years older, where's the fucking benefit, nigga? Because that's what you want? Where's the benefit for her? You know, the only benefit that's going to work against you is me shooting you in the fucking head. Wait, what benefit would you come to the father and say, I want to be with your daughter? For what? You niggas, the problem with y'all niggas keep your panties in your bunch. Old black men believe the world revolves around them because you taking that mentality that you did in fucking Colombia. You can't do that here in America, nigga. Black women make money. I don't give a fuck if she's staying home catching welfare, nigga. You know, the welfare checks are bigger than any part in the fucking world. So I say all this to say, what is a woman's benefit from being with you being older? What? Because you're going to teach her? You're a teacher now? She graduated school already. She's in college. The benefit's supposed to be transactional, nigga. Period. Okay? What do you do for a living? Well, shit, I own a fucking restaurant. Okay. Free food, discount, bringing food over to our house every night instead of throwing it in the garbage. There has to be something where she's going to supplement her cash. How you going to make her do that? Proceed.
Nobody's forcing nothing. Why can't the younger woman just like the older men? Why?
Because they don't. You're not supposed to like an older man because he's cute. That's the problem with the black woman any day. She looks at looks. She looks at dressing. Believe me, I just was with my man. We came back to Staten Island and the nigga had 20 racks in his pocket. Even though he was buying a car, but if anybody had stuck us up, they would have been lucky. Then the guy had 20,000. And my man dressed like a fucking bum. But his money long. So you can't go by that. So you as a young girl, you're supposed to do that shit. You in high school, that's cool. 19 years old with 2 fucking kids, you's a grown ass woman. You should never date a cute nigga in the rest of your fucking life. So this nigga's he's just angry, but watch, I'm gonna show you why he's angry, watch.
Always have to be, maybe it's not transactional. Does anybody ever think about that? What if she just loved her older man and the older man loved his younger woman?
In your dreams. There's no benefit. That's not reality. Don't let these niggas fool you. Young chicks is not walking around going, "Oh, he's cute." For what? She could just be with a nigga her age. She don't. What the fuck is a woman gonna fuck with you, nigga? You 30 years older than her when she's 21. I don't. Do you know what I mean? What sense does that make?
You ever thought about that? Okay, let's continue.
Point of dating an older guy.
Pops that are in the bed that talk this goofy shit with bonnets on. And they always in the bed or in the car. Y'all notice that too?
Oh, God. Now he's going to get on the hood bitch and call her with a bonnet head. What the fuck does... I don't care if it's the bonnet head. My man just told me, this girl told him, he sends me a picture. Let me bring this back. So my man tells me this other chick that sends him a picture. The young one, she ain't really getting his pockets yet. But then he missed some other younger one, but she's like 30. The nigga told me, he sends me a picture, she's half naked, bending over. So I said, now I know she probably definitely, she's a little smarter. Boom. I said, how much she charging? The nigga told me $600 a week. Now, black women have a bad habit of doing that. They got this astronomical fucking thing, 600. Now, there's some niggas that would grab that, but for a sister, you got to understand, you know, now your competition, you got to look at your competition. Ain't no Latin bitch going to tell no nigga $600 a fucking week. She ain't going to do that. You know what I mean? Especially if that nigga talking coins. She ain't going to talk those $600 a week. You can't say what the fuck you want. Now you being a prostitute. You know what I mean? We ain't promoting prostitution, nigga. We just trying to find out what is the fucking benefit. What does he do for a living and how's it going to benefit me? Is this nigga, he could be the manager at Costco's maybe. You know what I mean? If it's a manager at Costco's, that's transactional. Ask that nigga, does he get discounts? Yeah, I'll take care. You come through, okay, this is a nigga I'm gonna fuck with. That's the type, you know what I mean? That's the type of nigga I'm gonna fuck with.
Tell you, it should tell you that they don't got a fucking life. This all they got left in life. TikTok, bed talk, car talk. They should all get up in a group together in a fucking Sprinter van and just have talk all day. It's all they got left.
Like, I know older men make it seem like young girls throw themselves at me, they throw themselves at me, ha. No. Like, everyone knows she with you because you got money, Gramps. Stop playing dumb.
That's true. And you should, that's not a bad thing. Because why would you be with me? If a woman is around me and I'm an older nigga and she catching the knowledge, the B mindset, all that other fly shit, you too old to be trying to get over on a young girl, nigga, and not fucking throw her a couple dollars. You know, you too old to be 40 years old trying to do that on a 40-year-old woman. But it's understandable because a 40-year-old woman is going to let it be known that she got hers. Unless she fucked up, she going to let it know that she got hers, and that's fine. And you got yours, and, you know, maybe you could do a little something for her, whatever. Now you could do all that date shit and have the benefit because she got hers. But the benefit to her, she's older. She's looking for a partner. She's looking for a companion. A young woman doesn't need your old ass as a fucking companion. So a young man should be able to look at the young woman with you and know, oh, Pop's got that bread. His car's nice, the nigga getting it. You don't have to look like the decrepit dude that just needs that, but there has to be something. You can't do it the cheap way, black man, and like, yo, I want to get the pussy for free like I did in high school. It doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? What happens if our father presses up on you when he come out of jail and say, yo, the fuck you, how old are you, nigga? And you like, I'm 54. And he like, well, nigga, I'm fucking 52. What you want with my daughter? What you gonna tell her? We have fun, we connect, we get along. No, you be like, yo, I take care of your daughter. You know what I mean? Remember the movie, great movie, Dead Presidents. And remember when bro came home from the army? And he was coming in all broke, and then he was, you know, my man with the lollipop, and he like, listen, nigga, I put money in her shit. That's what them gangsters was doing, nigga. Like, you with this young fucking punk, nigga, like, what? Yo, I got you. A lot of y'all niggas don't want to do that because you feel like, oh, it's beneath me. No, it's beneath you when you start thinking that a woman's getting a benefit to you being an older. You know what I'm saying? There's no benefit, but go ahead.
Salute to the MABWT. It's never about that. It's what I can take away from him. This is the only reason I'm around you. Okay? Now, you don't hear grown men. I want to make sure this is clear. For the most part, you may have heard it, but it's possibly in a blue moon. You never, for the most part, hear grown men coming online talking about, I'm searching for younger women so I can actually take their purity away from them. I can take away from them and do whatever God knows what to them. You don't, somebody talk to me. This is why I said this is why I said, like, respectfully, the narratives that get pushed on men in general is crazy to me because me personally, I'm just saying me personally, I never see it online. I never see it. But these women and these young women, they feel comfortable coming online saying the shit that they say about men and what they want to do to men and what they want out of men. Now let's continue.
So why when I say the things that I want and need to get done, you want to act slow? And now that you're blocked, then you cannot speak to me again. You want to call down my phone because you confused. Why are you confused? Why are you confused? Like, y'all like to act like young bitches is just over here waiting to get with your...
Now, she called herself a young bitch. I didn't call herself a young bitch or the other woman out there young bitches. But once again, we can...
This nigga's a faggot, man. I don't like him. Anyway, I'm just using this for an example. Number one, this is a TikTok girl. Once again, you can't tell a nigga what it is that way. That's now you just assassinating his character. You know what I mean? You're not Hispanic. You know what I mean? Like, she could say that shit because she don't speak English. Poppy, I need this. You as a black woman, you can't do that because this is what he's gonna do. The transactional has to be from the time he met you. Okay, what you do? You know what I mean? Okay, you know. He's telling you what he want to do for you. You're like, okay, that's cool, but, you know, baby, you know, I eat good at home. What's the benefit? You know what I mean? You got to do that shit in a joking way. Like, where is the benefit? You can't come to the nigga later on because y'all been talking for the month and now you like, yo, you need to start paying this. No man's going to do that shit. You can't do it that way, but go ahead.
By your vocabulary, you are what you just said about the young women in your group, the group of women that you're possibly around, because this doesn't apply to all young women out there or all women out there. Men know what you are. Men can tell exactly what to do with you. Exactly. Somebody talk to me.
No, nobody's there. Nobody could listen to you, nigga. You're lying. That's a fucking lie, pussy. And if anybody knows him, let him hear me say this, pussy hole. Okay? All right? You're a trick. And you're not even a successful trick, nigga, because you can't get no bitches. That's why you're getting mad when they talking. I'm not getting mad. Go ahead.
See, this is the part nobody wants to hear. And I say this all the time. I don't care how pretty you are, how much tea your body is, how fly you think you are, how many degrees you got. This is what men talk about. We don't care. This is the part where we come in and say, when you're like this, everything else doesn't matter because of your mental.
He's angry because he wants to be loved and acknowledged the way he looks at a younger woman. He wants the younger woman to look at him like that without paying nothing. So he's responding to this TikTok video. He's getting bent out of shape. He's getting angry. That's what's happening. But go ahead.
This is where all the other stuff doesn't come and play at, and men don't care. Now I want to be clear. These are the type of women we talk about, ladies, when we say we don't care about your degree. We don't care about how much money you got. We don't care how you look. We don't care how your body looks because your vocabulary is trash. So we know.
Nigga, no, we don't give a fuck about your vocabulary, nigga. We care how fat that little ass is, flat, thick, tall. It's all physical. Don't listen to this fucking loser, nigga. Don't listen to him. We probably don't care about your degrees because we want some pussy. That's all. But we'll listen to your degree thing to listen to because the benefit to us is I hope she fucking gives you some ass. We're trying to get to you. You know, and if you talk about your damn degree, you probably get a nigga to help you pay the bills for the school. It all depends.
Exactly what to do with you when you do come up in our face. And if you think you're getting something out of us, You better think again.
Think again, nigga. Drink. It's easy to get him out of him. He has no fucking choice. You're young. He knows what he got to do. He know that his fucking good looks ain't gonna do it. He know he doesn't have the privilege where he has producers called him to fuck all these teenage women over 18 years old in a porno scene. You know that's not happening, because if it was, he wouldn't be approaching you. A porn star nigga that's getting that done, he got no time to be approaching you at all. He's the only one. These motherfuckers need you. So you have to understand what is the benefit of this. I'm trying to marry you. I'm trying to look for a wife. Okay, like, I'm in school, I'm in college. He got to know how to talk that shit. You in college, you in the city, college what? You know, if the nigga know, if you fine enough, a nigga will pay your tuition. He will. It all depends on you setting the bait as he's telling you what the transaction is. He ain't gonna come to you and tell you I'm gonna pay you $500 a week or $500 a month. Then he's soliciting a prostitute. He go to jail for that. Can't just do that. But I'm just saying, what is the benefit? It's something that he does for a living that's going to benefit you. Something that he has is going to benefit you. Maybe you got, you moved out your mother's house and you need a place to stay, and the nigga got an extra room, and you know you could stay there for free until you get. I don't know. Maybe he's a landlord. Maybe he could give you a place and don't run the credit. It has to be something. But remember, when you grab that benefit, be prepared to fuck him. Because it's transactional. Whatever he produced, be prepared to fuck the nigga. You ain't got no oath, and you think you just gonna get off on niggas looking out for you and doing whatever, you ain't gonna get nowhere. You gonna run into a brick wall, and that shit could be dangerous. But again, if you're gonna deal with these niggas, make sure it's transactional. That's all I'm telling you. Be prepared to fuck his ugly ass, you know what I'm saying? If you don't, just don't fuck with him at all, but go ahead.
Grown men ain't just wake up yesterday. We know for
they did. Because a lot of these grown niggas don't accept the fact that they're old. You tell a 30-year-old nigga, yo, you old. He gonna be, no, I ain't fucking old. I'm still young. He is old, nigga. He could be a grandfucking father. Can't be a grandfather at 15. What's the difference between a 30-year-old man and a 50-year-old man? There's no difference. They both could be grandfathers. Probably the 30-year-old's a grand. The 50 probably don't even got no kids yet. Proceed.
You men know when a chick is trying to play them, and when a chick is, I'm telling you, fuck with a dude, like, I'm savage with it. Like, I'm not even gonna lie.
This nigga was savage with what? Savage with what, nigga? Getting angry. You can't, yo, this is a YouTube. Somebody's listening to him. Savage with what? If he was savage with it, nigga, he wouldn't be on YouTube talking about that shit. He's mad because he knows that y'all telling the truth, though. He knows that niggas got no choice and he don't want to fucking accept it.
Like, I can tell if you want something out of me or not, or if you really want to fuck with me. I've grew up just knowing that throughout life. If you're serious or you're not serious, and I know how to treat you accordingly for real. You just know somebody that's genuine. If a chick...
Genuine for what, nigga? You're fucking old. How is she supposed to treat you? You ain't talking about, you ain't mentioning no paper here. Because you want to be loved. You don't want to be respected, nigga. You don't want to be feared. You want to be loved. You want the young woman to like you the same way you want her to like you at 15. And when you were 15, nobody fucking loved you. So now you're older right now, and it hurts you to hear the fact that when you see an older man with a younger woman, you know it's about the paper. You fucking right it is. Go ahead.
Me for $1 and she only knew me for about 24 hours, blocked. Goodbye. We will never.
He asked you for $1 and she knew you for 24 hours, you broke bitch. See, that's the problem with you fucking black niggas, man. You niggas are cheap and you got a broke mentality. She's supposed to, nigga. First and foremost, she shouldn't even be asking you for a fucking thing. You should have threw it in her hand. It's a privilege for you to have a young woman around you, nigga. Period. It's a privilege to have pussy, period. Pussy is a privilege. Unless you got the gift of gab, that means you could talk a woman's panties off, then that's different. That's not average. The ordinary nigga cannot do that. Okay? Go ahead.
Again. You just know for us men that are seasoned in this shit, we know. But let's carry on.
Know what? How do we know if it's genuine, nigga? You know it's genuine when you told her what you gonna do for her. What is it? You don't know what to tell a woman what to do for her? What you can do? How can you provide to a woman, any woman? If a woman came to you and say, you want this pussy? Yeah. So how you gonna provide for me? What's in it for me? As a man, say you gotta say what you want. What you got, what you want is what you need is what I got. Your niggas ain't confident. If she asks you for $1 and knew you for 24 hours, nigga, and you fucking blocked her, you pussy hole, I don't believe that. You know what I mean? You just don't want to spend no money.
Crummy ass nigga. That's not what this is. You know the age difference between us. This is not no organic situation. This is a transaction situation. That's what it's gonna be. So
now, she has I want to make sure, see, this is why I like to break this stuff down. She said it out her mouth. I'm not saying it out my mouth, but I'm going to say it now. I've told y'all before, usually if these women want something out of men, for the most part, what is it going to be, everybody? A transaction situation. When you hear these chicks come online talking about, I just got this man giving me money just to give it to me.
It's not always money, you fucking damn shithole. You fucking dummy. We're not talking about the money. Transaction could be anything, nigga. You could give a woman a fucking discount card at whatever you do for a living. Maybe you're going to put her on a job because she needs to get a job. You niggas don't want to put the chick on, and if she get on, and the next thing you know, you can't fuck her. That's what you're afraid of. But if you're in a position of doing the hiring process, you have the ability to fucking do whatever you want to do. Right? So if it's transactional, well, you niggas ain't kicking that shit. If you knew that you are the recruiter at a job and you could put these women on jobs, for example, right? She's looking for a job. She's unhappy wherever she's working at. You're able to put her on. You got to talk that shit. What's in it for me? You got to say what's in it for me. She got to say, because there's an age difference. You don't have the prestige of going to a young woman, nigga, and think just because you got a fucking Billy Goat face, you got a goatee and some gray hair. You can't do that. The gray hair shows, nigga, the shaved face with your old face shows that what's in it for me. She knows what you want. You know what the fuck she want. She needs the job connect. You want the pussy hoe. Now, is your man putting her on to the job? Or we got the first interview tomorrow and maybe she should arrange to do some shit so she can get this second interview and get this shit on the ball. So maybe that's not your transaction. Maybe you didn't think of something else. You gotta, the woman has to understand when the transaction is met, she got a job to fucking do. Don't take the nigga's transaction if you ain't trying to fuck with a nigga, period. Just don't do it. Don't play that game. You know what I mean? Shout out to Don't Panic. Shout out to TJ. Shout out to Andrea. I hear some super sweet honey iced tea. Yeah, he's a bitch. Just think of the bitch. Go ahead.
Always say, well, they're lying because for the most part, ain't no grown man just feeding a chick money just to do it. You may have some simps out there that'll do that shit, but for on average, ain't no man just doing that. Now, what's the transaction gonna be? How much do you think you're worth to make a transaction happen? Because once again, I always say that these bots.
How much is she worth? She's younger. She's worthy. You're older and she's younger. That's worthy enough. There's a fucking age gap, nigga, and you're old. That's what the fuck she's worth, shit-o. Okay, why don't you go to the doctor and get a checkup, old man? Okay, let him ask you the big question, how old are you? Did you get this test yet? Because you should get it. Don't Panic says, hold on.
Themselves to the heights. Somebody out there talk to me. I really do this, by the way. I always say that these bops always sell themselves to the highest bidder. They come on here and prove my point every single time. Men don't have to say nothing no more. These chicks pretty much come online and pretty much state that they're either low-key prostitutes or they want to auction them.
You have to say something. How the fuck is she not going to approach you? I'm warning her, when an old man approaches you, nigga, hear him out. See what the fuck is he talking about. This nigga talking about taking you on a date. This other nigga talking about taking me fucking shopping. Go with the one that's taking you shopping, nigga. If you're gonna do it. Oh, I don't want to be old with an old nigga at all. I just want the bag. Now, don't do that. Don't do that. Because I stepped to, now you want the nigga to give you a benefit. You don't want to give shit back. They don't go that way. He needs pussy. I don't plan on fucking no old nigga. Then don't do that. Don't take the benefit. Don't take the transaction. Period.
Off to the highest bidder. But then when men get online like me and say this shit, oh, he's a misogynist. He doesn't like black women. He doesn't like women at all. When y'all hear the foolishness coming out of these bops' mouth. And that's why I always said, at first when I started my platform, a lot of women weren't feeling me until they actually sat back and listened. They listened to what these bops were saying online, and they listened to how I rebutted it. Then they understood, okay, these are the type of women he's talking about. Now, ladies, if you're not considering yourself a young bitch and you're not considering no man an N-word, guess what? You ain't got nothing to worry about.
Why are you getting so angry? Because it's the truth. You're getting frustrated, nigga, because the secret's out because they know that you're a fucking damn mark. You're complaining, nigga. You know you're old. You gotta be old because you're complaining. That's a character of an old fucking man. You're whining. You're whining because you don't want to accept the fact that you're the old nigga that the bitch got a date because she wants a transaction.
Because you have a decent vocabulary. Do y'all understand where I'm coming from now? Let's continue with the damn video.
So why you wanna act like Boo the fucking fool when the girls start talking about the hair need to get done, the nails need to get, and that's really just building up to what really needs.
No. Black women, stop asking niggas you need your hair done unless you're fucking. Those are the transactions that have to be met from the beginning. For example, he approaches you because your hair's a fucking mess, then take care of me. I ain't trying to fuck him, but he could do my hair. Well, then you don't need to talk to him. Don't even deal with the nigga. But if it's gonna be a transaction and you know your hair's a fucking hot mess, the nigga should acknowledge that that's when he met you. He should acknowledge that your fucking your fingernails are stubby because he want to get your nails done. But you can't ask a nigga you need all these things done from the beginning as the transaction because you're presenting the transaction. You know what I mean? The transaction has to come from him. You get it? You can't. I need this. I need that. That's a black way. That's not that. It don't go that way. You gotta just. Your question is, he's gonna want to take you out because he can't fucking do nothing else because you live with your moms. So his whole thing is gonna be, could you do this? Could you do that? This, that, and the third. I want to do this. I want to. You gotta say to yourself. So what's the? What's in it for me? You could say that. So what's in it for me? He know what the fuck that means. You can't just run down the line. Now, you dealing with the nigga because you've been fucking with the nigga for a few months. Yeah, then you could ask, I need my hair. I need that, just that, and the third. That's different. Y'all fucking already. And even then, don't mean he gonna give it to you because the true reality is you didn't start that off that way. You can't start off and go on a date with the nigga, get drunk and suck his dick, and all of a sudden you want to get your hair done. That's not gonna work like that. He wins that way. And that's what he wants to do.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's more like, well, if I give you this, can you handle that? At least that's my motto. Y'all gotta get it together.
If a man is old or older and he wants to date a younger woman, he immediately signs up for an old boyfriend tax, college showers of wine.
Oh, so it's called old boyfriend tax. That was it. So it's old boy. I gotta change the caption when I finish. So she's he's gonna be hurt with this. Watch. This is what a lot of niggas don't want to hear. This is what reminds niggas when I told you when men get old, how they deal with their men. Black men hate getting old, yo. You know what I mean? You ever want to get a man mad? Yeah, you old fuck. Yeah, fuck you, you old bitch. Right. Just remember, he called you an old bitch because you hurt his feelings. Go ahead.
Every day. Don't expect to be bullshitted about true love, not transactional relationship.
Shut up, you fucking bop.
See?
They signed up for a old.
See, he got mad. He got mad. Fuck you, fuck him. See, this motherfucker's psychotic. So this ain't a great example. I'm just giving you a broad example of there's people that listen to him. You know what I mean? Apparently he got followers. But he's mad. Watch how mad he is.
Boyfriend tax. Yeah, we'll sign up for that if we know we're signing up for that old poom poom tax, that busted the JJ tax, that fishy tax.
They always call your pussy stink. That's all black men doing. They the stinkingest motherfuckers in the world. These niggas don't take baths. I don't know a black man other than my father that took a fucking. These niggas don't take fucking baths. Niggas is nasty, and y'all fuck these nasty motherfuckers. Especially when they get old, they start smelling like that old man. You know that old man smell. So my question to you is, where's the benefit? Now the nigga's getting angry because he can't deal with the truth because of that old boyfriend tax. Watch him, he's mad.
And I know they're talking about like way older men, but I got you older bros out there. I'm going to literally.
No, they talking about old man, period. Nigga, 30 and over is an old fucking man. I got cousins, nigga. When them niggas is 30, I don't fuck with them. They old niggas now. They're not the same kids that was at 15, 12, and all that, 8. They're 30 years old. Older, doesn't matter. Old, nigga, just go ahead.
Tell you what it is, because once again, these women are they are willing. They're proving men's point. They're willing participants in everything that they do. So that lets me know how y'all move around as young women. If y'all really be like doing the stuff that y'all claim y'all be doing with older men as far as getting something out of them. That tells me enough. Bros, think about it. If any woman came up to you in general talking about how they were doing this stuff with older men and they were taxing them, what are you going to think?
I'm going to think because we're old. That's what's hurting them. These niggas. That's why these niggas don't go to doctors. That's why these motherfuckers eat like shit. They don't want to accept the fact that they fucking old. That's the problem, man. That's the problem. Go ahead.
Okay, and I know that those older men were getting something out of you. Nothing's free in this world. So once again, you're letting men know that you're a low-key prosty, and I stand 10 toes down on that.
Oh my God! Why does she gotta know that you're approaching her, nigga? There's no benefit in her, bitch. She could fuck anybody. She could fuck a nigga her age. Why she gotta fuck your old ass for nothing? Because you're dealing with a damn midlife crisis? No, there's no benefit in a younger woman just fucking some old nigga. Just not. Unless it's transactional. Again, unless it's transactional. That means she's getting a benefit. It's like you sit down with your accountant and say, what's the benefit? There has to be a benefit, nigga. Like, the fuck? Something. Go ahead.
You are. Who claims that we're the most independent, we got more degrees than the sun, women are strong, this, that, and the third. They claim all this stuff, but once again, they need men, the ones that you see online. Let me be clear. Because there's absolutely no point in coming online talking about this. Even if older men were getting something out of younger women, they keep that shit behind closed doors. They don't got nothing to prove.
No, they don't keep it behind closed doors. They brag about it. Because you know, and I know it's not easy getting a woman. So the fact that you're trying to go for a younger one, what is the benefit again? He's not. You see, he's not accepting the truth. Go ahead.
I have nothing to prove. These chicks come out here stating this shit or saying it like it's a flex. It doesn't make the men look bad. It makes you look bad. Do y'all not understand that? The men don't look bad. You look bad.
How does she look bad? You look bad talking because you're getting angry and frustrated because you don't want to accept the fact you one of them old niggas and your time is up. How does she look bad? Now she's a prostitute. Now she's stupid. Now nobody wants her. Come on, B. That's why you ain't getting no pussy, nigga, because you ain't talking no fucking, you ain't making no sense. You want young pussy, nigga, and like you 15 years old, nigga, you're an old ass nigga, you could be a father. You could take advantage of being with a woman and having the transactional ability of being a father figure. What does a father do? The father's gonna give his daughter money when she needs it. I don't care how much it is. That's what daddy can I just get. You know what I mean? So if you're going to be the father figure and you want to do it to chill, I'm just going to teach her how to be a woman. No, nigga. Like, what's going to happen when she needs a couple of hours? What's going to happen when her hair's looking fucked up? What's going to happen when she need a car? Nigga, you going to co-sign for? You got to do. Where is the benefit?
And they be thinking it's the flex.
Relationships. I don't know what you thought it was, but it's strategy on my side. Your side too, because you wanted a younger woman. Why didn't you go for a woman your age? Since we are both being strategic here, I feel like a fool letting you spend a little bit of money on me while I'm a trophy for you.
She's a trophy. In what multiverse? This is what you call being delusional and full of yourself, people.
Oh, man, that's all these niggas know how to do, man. I hate these motherfuckers. That's why I told y'all. These niggas is terrible, man. So, once again, I can't go too far with this because I can't take them. First and foremost, don't listen to none of this shit. Okay? All right? He's taking the frustration out on the older woman dissing the young woman, but that's what he want. They all want him. Old men love young pussy. They desire young pussy, but they don't have the ability for it because unless his infrastructure is put out there. It's almost like he won the lotto and he's sharing his wealth. That nigga's gonna win. He's gonna win out here because I'm out here sharing, I'm doing me. But I won $1 million. I ain't trying to give no bitch no money. It's just my charm and my good looks. Get the fuck out of here.
They be thinking they trophies too. They put on a little bit of lipstick, a little bit of Casper powder. I'm a trophy. Get out of here, Bop. Get out of here. Barely sound like you can say your ABCs, motherfucker. Get out of here. Motherfuckers fucking put a little bit of Casper dust on their face. Now they not Trailer Park Trash anymore. Now they not Trailer Park Becky anymore. It sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You were probably brainwashed about love. I dare you to find something hotter and younger for love. Pay this.
I'm gonna let that marinate. To the older men out there that she said she's gonna charge an old man tax to, you can't find.
No, nigga, you're the older man. She's talking to you, you bozo. What the fuck is she talking about? It doesn't fucking matter, nigga. She's talking to you. Okay? And any man that's your fucking age or older or younger, it's just, you're still old.
Nothing hotter than that you can give your money to. I'm gonna let that marinate.
He's angry. Listen, what?
He's pissed. You can't find nothing better looking than that to pay an old man tax. Guys, if you were gonna spend your money, would it be on her? Because it sure wouldn't be me spending my money on her if I was way, way up there like that. She wouldn't get a dime. I don't give a fuck if I was 90. Matter of fact, she would get a dime, an actual dime. And I'm emphasizing that, an actual dime. And kick her to the curb with a fucking Jolly Rancher and a sucker. Blow
the same price on your end.
I'm not a man, but I feel like the worst position you can be in as a man is getting to the point where you have to pay the old man tax. And to me, I feel like the old man tax is once you get to 40, 50, you still single, but you still trying to kind of be outside, you know? You still trying to get the young girls.
This is going to piss him off. Watch this. Watch this.
Yeah, you got to pay to play, bro. Because
watch it get mad. Watch him. Watch.
Once again, I bring y'all videos day in and day out. Once again, you don't see 40 or 50-year-old men online talking about how they're chasing young girls. It's usually
yes, they are. They all do that. They all. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? This nigga's tight, man.
Younger women talking about they want the older men because the older men are more established. And once again, the older men in their 40s and 50s, I want to make sure this clear. If they have themselves together, if their physique is good, they don't have to even chase bops like you. I want to make sure this is clear. I don't understand why women in 2026 still don't understand this shit. They really think men are in their 40s and 50s out here chasing young Tell around. They're not. The young Tell is somebody. Men in their 40s and 50s, talk to me, please. Do you have to chase young Tell around, or does the young Tell come to you for the most part?
No, nigga, it doesn't come to you. No. Fucking gross, nigga. That's disgusting. Like, it doesn't come to you. I know you want it to, but it just doesn't. And this is why everything is bothering you. It doesn't come to you. You know, men in their 40s and 50s. I'm there, nigga. I'm in the age group. Okay? You guys are the delusional ones because you believe these young women want you and they don't. Okay? Unless it's transactional. And you're older, so you should be able to back it up. What's the fucking problem? You have power. You're a supervisor at your job. You're the manager there. I'm pretty sure you have something you could share. I don't know. Maybe you bake pies on the fucking weekend, nigga. She needs a free pie. I don't know. Where's the benefit to her? I'm asking you old niggas right now, all men, where is the benefit to a younger woman that fucks with you? What is she getting out of the deal? And don't say no dick, nigga. Grow up. Go ahead.
You don't gotta chase it. They come directly to you. They approach you.
Where? You know what he's talking about? He's talking about overseas. Not in America. That's not happening. Especially with him. He's talking about in Latin America because the young prostitutes approach him. And they do. He's right. That's true. But they're not women, nigga. They're prostitutes. Prostitutes approach you, nigga. Roosevelt Island Avenue, you could go to see a prostitute. Prostitutes approach you. They give you eye contact. How you doing, baby? You want to party? Yes. Go ahead.
Man, when the last time y'all heard a man that's 40 or 50 talking about he chasing Tell online? I'll wait. A man, I want to be clear. A man that has himself together. When? I got time today. It's only Friday. About to have a long weekend. I'm about to enjoy mine. I hope y'all enjoy y'all's.
What? With what? How you gonna enjoy it with no pussy?
When the last time y'all heard anybody, the men and the women, when the last time you heard a 40 or 50-year-old man that's in great physique, physical shape, everything looks great, he got money, all that?
No, it doesn't go like that, nigga. It just doesn't. Okay, number one, you're fat. You're fucking out of shape, fat boy, okay? Where is the benefit, black man, of a younger woman dealing with you? Because you're fresh and fit? And you look good for your age? Like, where's the benefit? She could be with a younger man. That makes no fucking sense, okay?
Last time you heard about a 40 or 50-year-old man chasing young Tell around? I'll wait. You don't hear it. You just don't hear it. Let's continue.
Because not only have you effed off your 20s and 30s, you're now in your 40s trying to talk to 20-year-old girls while you're out of shape, smelling like you got worms, and you think that girls are just going to be around because you're cool. And I'm not saying this that everybody needs to settle down and you need to be married, you need to get in relationships, but you just have to be prepared what comes with that. Outside is not, it's ruthless out here, okay? And just like women are expected to keep their looks up, men,
and a good portion of them that you see online, they don't. Remember, they be saluting back here. Why you say that?
Oh, God. Get the fuck out of here. Shout out to my... Yo, Lord, this nigga's a fucking clown, nigga. Niggas be killing me. How old is this motherfucker? He gotta be 40 or 50, and if he not, he look it. Well, Nate, what does a 40, 50-year-old nigga look like? Old. That's what the fuck it looks like. That's what, stop telling these men, oh, you look your age, you look younger. No, 40 or 50, 30 is still an old nigga. You can't put this nigga in front of, you can't put a 30-year-old, a 40-year-old, or 50-year-old in front of a high school to back up a high school chick. Because they all old. Period. You can tell the difference.
Maybe W because they done wore wigs and they headline moonwalking out. Their wig is moonwalking out. Every time I bring y'all these videos, y'all see how these... I'm not even going to go...
Shout out to Laura. Laura's listening from work. Shout out to everybody. Okay. She is. Go ahead.
There, y'all know what y'all be seeing online. I don't got to say too much.
didn't have to do the same, or you got to pay.
Men, we been doing that shit. Men been, for the most part, staying in great physical condition. And even if they're not in physical condition...
That's a lie, nigga. That's a lie. It's not true. I just told you, men are afraid of doctors. Men do not keep niggas. Y'all don't eat. Listen, just stop it. Stop the physical part. You're bitter because you just can't accept the fact that to be old, you have to appeal to a younger woman that has to be transactional. That's just the bottom line. Once you accept that, nigga, you'll get more women around you because you're gonna talk that shit. But you don't want to. You want to fall in love. You want to be loved, and you know what I mean. You don't want to be feared. You let them know, listen, put up or shut up. You fuck with me, nigga. You know what you gotta do. You gotta come here. Believe me, a woman respect you more if you're gonna talk to that young whippersnapper. Go ahead. That's what she is.
Even if they are on the heavy side, they're more prone. We've been doing that shit.
Oh my God. Stop it with the heavy side. Stop it with the good look. You gotta have this and the man gotta be in shape. None of that shit matters, nigga. Put your money where your fucking mouth is. You niggas are black, that means you're cheap. Black motherfuckers do not like to invest into women. They don't. Y'all invest in a prostitute. Y'all invest in a whole bunch of dip. You have to, if you gonna fuck with a younger woman, be prepared to invest into her. That's it. That's it. That's it.
For the most part, staying in great physical condition. And even if they're not in physical condition, even if they are on the heavy side, they're more prone to be able to get a woman that looks nice than a grown woman that's on the heavy side getting a young... Somebody talk to me. It's respectfully, no shade. It's no competition with this shit. Because men could be on the heavier side but got their money up, and guess what? Women still gonna come to him.
No, she's gonna come to him because his money's up. That's why. She probably looks at what you got in your feet and say, he could buy me a pair of those. Yeah, I like his sneakers. He could probably buy, he could afford to buy. She know the difference because she know that nigga her age is broke. And he fucks for free. And you want to fuck for free and you 40 years older than her. Dummy. This is stupid. This nigga's a dick, yo. Tell this motherfucker I said, suck a dick, nigga. Tell him I said it.
Seen it all before. I done seen it all before. Dude ain't got a one pack. That means one ab. Like I done seen it all before. I done traveled the world. I done been around.
You know this nigga got a little dick. He ain't talking about no dick talking. I mean, come on, my nigga. You could tell he got a little dick. He could tell he got a little dick. Cause see, the bottom line is, when you got a little dick, you chase young women. That's what you do. You didn't know that? The problem with the nigga, he got a little dick. He want to be acknowledged. He wants to be acknowledged as a normal one because he know the older woman don't want him because he got a little dick. So he goes after the young one. The problem is the nigga don't want to spend no money. He all fucked up. He got a little dick. He want a young woman, but he don't want to spend no paper. That's the fucking problem. If you don't believe me, listen to him. Watch.
As long as that man got something, he looks decent, he dresses nice and smell good, it don't matter if he got a 1-pack. He don't need no pack. He can have a fat pack. He gonna be good. I promise you. Shit don't matter to these women because they're all about what? It's all about the money, motherfucker.
So if it's all about the money, and you know it's going to be all about the money with the younger one, because I'm already schooling her that it's all about the fucking money. He's old. Then what's the problem? Watch how he goes back and forth. Watch him.
There's this idea with a lot of young men that they'll hit their prime at 40 and then they can exclusively date young, hot women.
They hating. They be hating. Yo.
They're not hating, nigga. 40 fucking years old. Who told y'all could exclusively date young women? You could barely fuck a bitch in your age group. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. The problem is you letting that prostitute culture fuck at your head, nigga. He said, she gonna take that old man and spend it on her. That's what she go. They don't understand that. Listen to me. I'm gonna show you how to do this, gentlemen. The benefit of a younger woman fucking with me, I'm gonna hold her down, nigga. That's it. That's it. And she's supposed to know exactly what that means. Now she may present something light because she's young. Because, you know, the older one going to present something a little, you know what I mean, a little more intense. She's younger. She live in the projects, but she may live in the projects, nigga, the rent's $200 fucking dollars. I missed 3 months, goddamn, but here's $600 fucking dollars. What's in it for me if I do that? Whatever. Well, shit, you know what? Here's the first month's rent. Come to the fucking crib tonight. Say less, and you get the rest of the rent. I mean... So this is going to be a transactional relationship? You motherfucking right. I take care of you, you take care of me. You fucked up in the game, I got resources, it is what it is. You old niggas don't want to accept that shit. Okay? Go ahead. I just think you back like they hate that.
These chicks that y'all see online, they literally be hating. First of all, most men hit their prime at 35. We don't say 40. It goes beyond.
You hit the wall at 30, nigga. 40, forget it. You're a fucking, your tool set at 40. What do you think a woman is at 40 fucking years old? You ain't no different. You hit the wall before she does. Because you're scared of getting old. That's why you're bitching here. You sound like a faggot. I don't even know why you getting so mad. You know why you getting so mad, nigga? Because you can't fuck none of these women on the strength of you. They would be sitting next to you. Nobody's sitting there saying, oh yeah, I fuck him all the time. They won't.
It's actually set at 35 all the way to your damn near 60. Men hit their prime. And when I say men hit their prime, it's because men worked on themselves. They don't have a childlike mind anymore. Usually they say women mature faster than men at a younger age. Men, for the most part, once they get to a certain age, which is 35, that's when they hit their prime because they had themselves together.
No, they do not. That's not true. It's not true, my nigga. It's not. You're using the words... You hit your prime at 16, 17 years old. You hit your prime at 21 tops. That's your fucking prime, nigga. That's when you're going to be able to sling dick and fuck anything. Like an animal. 35 years old is not your prime, nigga. That's the middle of the motherfucking old age of the wall. Erectile dysfunction, depression, food that you eat matters. Your prime, nigga, you can eat donuts all fucking day, eat bread all day, drink sodas all day, and be fucking like an animal. Fuck out of here, nigga. This nigga's a clown. Go ahead.
Y'all see online that are 35 and up, what do they be like online in real time? They don't have themselves together because what do they be doing? They're looking for men. They're coming on Ashley. They're coming on the clown show. They're coming on fucking TikTok.
They're looking for men because y'all, the black women look for the worst thing as it is. You know what I mean? They want to look, they looking for good looking niggas. You ain't even got that. You're out of shape, nigga. You're fat and you're fucking old. All right? So where's the benefit, ugly? Shop yourself. I say this over again. The benefit, nigga, I got paper. The benefit, maybe you got an extra room in the fucking house, nigga. Women need a place to live. You either gonna get a tenant that gotta pay the rent or a tenant that you gonna say, fuck it, you can live here for free as long as you fucking me. You know, you could live here and stay. What's in it for me? You know what's in it for me. You know what's in it for you and me. Y'all don't talk. It's very simple. You're old. You know what she want, okay? And you know what you want. You want some pussy, she know you want, and she know you need it. That's it.
They're talking about all the men that they're trying to get and what they're trying to get out of men day in and day out. Men are not coming online talking about that stuff. 40 to 50 and 60-year-old men, they're out enjoying their best life. Because why?
No, they're not. That's not true. No, they're not. No, they're fucking not. 50? Nigga, I know a 62-year-old man, he's trying to fuck a 19-year-old. Okay? You know how that is? When you're 19 trying to fuck a 19-year-old nigga, you ain't got to worry about no paper talking that money shit. 62 years old, you got to talk about taking care of that. That's way too fucking old. They're not living their best of life. They got to go to another country and buy a pussy and get on a plane for 23 hours to fuck some Asian bitches, nigga, for $2? Why don't you just go to Roosevelt Avenue and fuck them prostitutes for $150 for a half hour? No, because you want to marry them. You want to spend time with them, with whores. Younger women don't check for you. Get that illusion. These niggas online is fucking setting you up. They don't check for you, nigga, at all. Okay, they're pretty much grossed out. However, unless it's transactional, they find you attractive. Okay, go ahead.
That's the prime of their life because they got their money up. So they ain't got nothing to prove. That's what women...
Yes, they do. They're old. If their money's up, nigga, because they probably retired from work, then why he got to go across the seas to get some pussy? Because he wants the young girl to fucking marry them. What is the benefit? He don't even have a job where she could transfer his motherfucking benefits over. You niggas is old. The problem is you niggas 60 years old, you want a fucking 15-year-old. How does it benefit the fucking 15-year-old? You want to show her off, go to red carpet affairs. Where's the fucking benefit?
Just don't understand. See, y'all trying to use reverse psychology, women like this, but that shit ain't gonna work. Because men in their 40s and up, they know that they shaking out. These pops can't prove nobody like me wrong personally. They can't.
Then why don't you put your money where your mouth is? You keep talking, nigga. The problem is you broke, bitch. You don't want to fucking spend nothing. You want a woman to love you because you think you look like fucking Albie Shaw in his prime, nigga. A man's prime is from technically 15 to 21. Okay? Everybody got a different prime. You got basketball, you got football, baseball. I'm just sorry, brother. You ain't gonna see a 60-year-old man going up and down the fucking court in the NBA. He's not in his prime. Okay? He's in his prime of fucking retirement. Who the fuck want that damn old fucking decrepit bastard? Go ahead.
Can't. That's why I bring these videos to y'all, because it's so funny hearing them talk about this shit. All they want to do is try to fire back on us because women like this, they know they hit the wall in their 30s. They know that they can't get nobody when they're up there in age.
That's not true, nigga. That's not. This is all. This guy's a sorry motherfucker. That's the problem. You got these trolls online. You ain't got no real niggas. This nigga gets no bitches. All he does is go jerk off the point he gets no. He probably had no pussy in the United States for years. He just desires a young woman because he that's what he wants, and he just can't get it. He's frustrated. Stop it. So you saying if a woman hits the wall at 30, nigga, so you want a fucking you want a 19-year-old? How you gonna get that nigga without talking no paper? You just said a man's in his 60s, he's at his prime because his money's up. Nigga, your money should be up in your 30s. Because you're old, nigga. How fit to her? It's a stupid motherfucker right here, man. If I see you, nigga, I'm gonna spit in your fucking face, pussy. Go ahead. I hate pussy niggas like this, man.
And they see the bros out here shaking out in their 40s. And some of these bops, unfortunately, they can't take it. And I'm saying that respectfully. Doesn't apply to all women out there either. Now let's continue.
The young hot woman trying to date your dad. Let me tell you something. Most of you will not be pulling young hot women when you're 40. You will be bald. You will have a beer belly. Your money is less of a factor than you think it is. Of course, money and finances and stability are a factor and are attractive. But if you're not in the very top percentile of hotness and your age demographic at 40, I've got some really bad news for you. You're not going to be getting the bad bitches you want.
Listen to me, young ladies. If you young and fine and an older guy want to talk to you, make sure you get all the things. Your bills should be paid. Your hair.
Black woman, just stop it. I don't know. All you just gotta say is, ladies, if you're gonna deal with an older nigga, just make sure it's transactional. That's all. Stop talking about getting bills paid and all that. All the foreign Latin women, they said less and they made sense. You talking all this crazy shit. Just stop it. That's just not gonna work. Nobody going for that. He talking about you. Stop putting yourself out there with this fucking prostitute culture, nigga, because now you out there talking prostitutional shit. She just said, unless the nigga's a really good looking motherfucker or the nigga's money's up on a major percentile, he's taking heed of that because he's not attractive and he's ugly to be exact. And on top of it, he's broke and cheap. So that's why he's taking it personal. Watch him.
Stay done. Your nails should stay done. You should stay fed.
These are the type of chicks that come online talking about what younger women should be doing to older men. Women that look like this, that are way up there in age mostly.
Oh, boy. So now he's going to drag the black one, but he ain't say shit about the foreign bitch. That's why I keep telling you, stop listening to these motherfuckers, man. I'm doing this for class. Stop listening to these ignorant motherfuckers. I don't fuck with these niggas. These niggas are dirt between. They don't fuck with me. I don't say nothing to them. I spit in their face if they say a fucking word to me. They garbage. All these niggas are retarded. He's angry. This nigga's angry. He's a sick psycho motherfucker. And y'all listening to him and he ain't spit not one fact yet. Not one. Go ahead.
With baby hairs on their, somebody talk to me. With baby hairs on their head. But let's continue. Hopefully her filter can hold on for dear life during this TikTok right here, because we all know that these bops that come on TikTok day in and day out, they got
here we go.
Extra makeup on, extra thickness with the lace fronts, extra baby hair, all types of shit to hold their position. Men don't got to do that. We're not doing. This proves my point. Men don't got to do all that because most men are comfortable in their skin.
No, they're not. No, they're
your
not.
car should have gas. It should be full. The tank should be full. You should have a car.
No. Let's hear what the sister said. Go ahead. Let me see if she's saying some good shit on this one.
I would never.
And if you have a job, it should not be taxing. Yeah, if he's older and he wants to get with you, he got to pay to play. He got to pay some bills. He has to take care of you hand in.
No. I don't want to promote prostitution. She's promoting prostitute. I'm not telling you to be a prostitute. You ain't got to do all that. Just make sure if you're going to deal with an old grizzly motherfucker, he's older than you. You're 20, he's 30. You're 30, he's 40. It doesn't matter if he's older and there's no benefit. It has to be transactional to make it make sense. There's no sense in dealing with these old motherfuckers. Just stick with a nigga your age.
And he will. Because he's desperate. Because any man
she's right about that. She's right about that. She's right about that. They're desperate. It's just sisters and foreign white women, they got a different way of coming through with it. But sisters got to chill. Don't promote prostitution. I ain't trying to set you up for that. Go ahead.
His 40s and 50s and want something that's 20s. Don't let him be in his 60s and 70s. You definitely better be taxing.
Men in their 40s are desperate.
Yeah, they are. They are. You're desperate. That's why you're taking it personal, piece of shit. Watch him. You got to be.
I'm gonna let you have this.
And I don't mean hundreds. I mean thousands.
Chicks is crazy. Straight classifying themselves as prosties online, technically.
Don't let these old men waste your youth and try to get into your head and make you think that it's love. No, it's definitely transactional. They need.
She said it. I'll leave it there. All right, we don't have to hear that motherfucker no more. The sister said it's transactional. It should always be. Never deal with an old man, and older man. I don't give a fuck if he's 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Where is the benefit? There's no fucking benefit. Don't bother. If you ain't trying to fuck that nigga and you trying to get a benefit, don't bother. You trying to get a transaction and trying to run out through the back door again. I mean, that's. I wouldn't suggest that, but you know what I mean. You on your own with that. I wouldn't suggest it, but do not date these older niggas unless it's transactional. Don't fucking bother with them. I'm telling you, you're gonna waste your time. Go ahead.
They think that you're dumb. They think that you're naive. They think that you're easy to mold.
What?
Yeah. So
she's right about that.
Text, make them pay it. They know exactly what they're doing. They're taking advantage of you because they think that you're young and you don't know any better. And they think that you have a lot more to prove because you're young and you want to prove that you're...
There we go. She's cooking now. She's cooking.
So they feel like you're gonna put in extra effort to prove that you're mature enough for him. Text that nigga.
I said before on here that you can't tell a young woman anything about her older man because anything you say to her, she's gonna just take it as you hating. You want to see someone really angry? Ask a young woman why she's dating an older man and she still has to pay her own bills. Because why
is it about paying bills? What if the younger
black men don't like paying women's bills, especially sisters. They pay that fucking Asian bitch, they pay that foreign bitch, they pay that fucking Latin bitch. They don't like paying sisters' bills. So this is gonna be a tough one here.
Again, this is a fun fact, everybody. Most of the women watching me right now, you're dating somebody that's 5 to 10 years older than you. You're not dating a man that's in the same age group as you for the most part. And that, I'm going to say about 80% of the women that watch me, I'm going to fucking guarantee that. You are not dating a man the same age as you or younger than you for the most part. You're not. He's at least 5, possibly to 10 years older than you. Some of you may have a man that's a year or two older than you, but for the most part, most women love men that are 5 to 10 years older than them.
No, they do not. It's because you love them. Stop. You love younger women and get fucking butthurt, my nigga. That's not true. Younger women they're not into us like that. And they definitely not into you like that. I mean, you know what I mean? We two different niggas. They definitely not into you like that. But overall, even me, I accept it. I know it hurts you, but just accept it. Maybe if you should just try to deal with a woman your fucking age, nigga, you would stop paying attention to these young.
Why?
Because they don't. They don't. There's no benefit. You're old, nigga. What's gonna happen if that's like saying you looking at the Antonio Spurs with all them young niggas. What the fuck is the benefit for a 24-year-old woman to pass by that to deal with a 60-year-old woman when she can have one of them niggas on the court? Again, where's the benefit? Does the older nigga own the fucking team? That's different. Where's the benefit?
Always have to be. Maybe it's not transactional. Does anybody ever think about that? What if she just loved her older man and the older man loved his younger woman?
That's just one dumb bitch. There's no point of dealing with an older man and there's no fucking transaction over fucking reason. It makes no sense. Listen, if you gonna be a 19-year-old woman with 2 kids, and you meet a 21-year-old nigga with 2 that say he gonna take care of you. If you're 19 years old with 2 children and you got a 60-year-old man approaching you, it has to be highly transactional. He's 60 fucking years old. I don't give a fuck what he look like. He's 60. Okay, that age, he's supposed to be fucking putting you in an apartment, nigga, and paying for it. Because he's that old. So if he's 30 years old, he still has to be transactional because you're 19 with 2 kids. You can't fuck this nigga because he took you on a good old date. You can't do that. He's old. When y'all fucking is because the transaction has been done. Whatever it is, whatever he did to get there, it's been done. That's the way it works. Okay? And he gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it when you give it to him. And if you give it to him, there's no benefit to you. Because now he ain't gotta give you shit.
You ever thought about that? Okay, let's continue.
Point of dating an older guy.
Spots that are in the bed that talk this goofy shit with bonnets on. And they always in the bed or in the car. Y'all notice that too? What does that tell you? It should tell you that they don't got a fucking life. This all they got left in life. TikTok, bed talk, car talk. They should all get up in a group together in a fucking Sprinter van and just have talk all day. It's all they got left.
Like, I know older men make it seem like young girls throw themselves at me. They throw themselves at me. No. Like, everyone knows she with you because you got money, Gramps. Stop playing dumb. But there are some young girls who date older men and they're not even getting no benefits from it. So you just letting that old man mess around with you and steal your youth for nothing? Oh, I love him. You love a man 20 years older than you. You definitely need some therapy, baby girl. No shade. But no, for real, you want to see someone angry, ask a young girl who's dealing with the older man who's a bum and who don't give her no money. Why she with him?
That's a bum. If she's dealing with a bum, that's on her. Once again, you proved my point. Talk about the men that
You're a bum when you're older and you don't want to do no transactional dating. You're a bum. You're a bum when there's no transaction you plan on doing. That's a fucking bum. That's what you call a bum ass nigga. So what the fuck? She could have the bum ass nigga at her age group. What the fuck is she dealing with you for, Grandpa? Why?
40s with motion. I don't hear y'all talking about the men that are in their 40s with motion. Y'all will dare not talk about men in their 40s with motion. Because a lot of men in their 40s got motion, especially if they got their bread up and their physique up. Y'all know
Him for real.
What is you talking about, nigga? You gotta grow up. Their motion? Well, you sound gay. What are you talking about? A man and his motion. What does that mean, homo? I don't understand. What are you talking about? It seems like you in the more black man more than a woman. 40-year-olds and his motion, his weight is up. So you keep talking about weight is up, but what the fuck does the weight up have to do with anything? You ain't putting no bread out. How you gonna take care of a woman, nigga? Why? By guarding her? Because you gonna make sure a bullet don't hit her? So you're gonna be a fucking human fucking damn, bulletproof vest? I mean, why? Somebody, I don't get it, man. Go ahead.
Start spiraling because there's no way to really excuse that clownery. It's one thing to be dumb for a boy your age, whatever. Y'all dumb, y'all young. Like, you're young, y'all probably don't have a lot of money. That makes sense. But being with the older man and he's still broke and you still putting up with his shit? Girl.
If you're a young woman dating an older dude for money, make sure you're actually getting money. And if he only wants to give you gifts, you better do your market research and figure out what handbags and what jewelry goes for retail value or higher once you resell it.
Now, I don't want to get you lost in this because it's a white woman talking here. Again, I'm not promoting prostitution. These are just minimal ways of transactional. Transactional, again, is a lot of different things. Okay? Again. The benefit is, I don't know, maybe you, like I said, you're looking for a job. You don't want to be at your job anymore. This nigga got to connect. You want to work for courts. You want to work for a police department. Again, the benefit. You're looking for a job. You're trying to find the right school to go to. You're trying to leave your place. Maybe you need a voucher for Section 8. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't have a Section 8 voucher and you need a place to live. I don't know. What does he have? Oh, I got a 10-story fucking house. Okay, cool. So can this nigga give you a place to live? Well, I ain't living there if I ain't trying to fuck him. Well, then you can't expect that. That's not how it goes. It's an old nigga. He want to fuck with you. You know what I mean? You can't just think that this nigga's going to dream of fucking you and get a damn transactional benefit. It doesn't go that way.
Because there's no way you're selling your youth to this nasty ass old man in return for some.
You shouldn't be selling yourself.
Let's go to piss him off. Watch him get mad. Watch him look.
Period. For the glitz and glam in the world, I don't think God likes that. See, that's what's wrong with women, and I talk about that all the time.
Why you ain't dragged the white bitch? Why every time the black woman talks, she got a bonnet on, nobody want her? Why you ain't say this about this old fucking white bitch? She's talking.
Them. Y'all all about materialistic shit. Hyper consumers. You shouldn't be selling yourself, period. Let that marinate as we finish this video.
Trendy bag that 2 years from now has lost half its value or more.
Oh my God.
You are worth more than that. And you're not doing it for trips either. What the fuck is the point of, I don't know, Palm Springs if it's with some old ass dude on your hand? Ew, disgusting, gross, don't do it. Nobody needs to travel that badly, especially not you, babe. I can tell you that right now. You need to get money completely, fully, cold hard cash, or you need to get something that you can pawn, essentially. Because, sorry, my eye was itching. Because what you need.
Damn itchy ass, laced up eyelashes, you goofy bop.
Need to worry about is securing a home and a car and paid in full.
Oh my God.
And if you're not getting the money to do so, and I'm not talking about like they pay.
These old niggas is bad tonight.
Your rent on a monthly basis. Again, you're stuck, you're trapped, they own you. Don't, it's not worth it. You need to make sure that that situation sets you up for life or you don't do it.
Let's stop the damn video right there. Just prove my point. They're classifying themselves, if you want to ask me, as low-key prostitutes, and they're also, they're pretty much like.
Shut up, man. Get the fuck out of here. This guy's a dick, yo. A lot of you niggas is bitter like that. Don't listen to these niggas. Young chicks do not be checking for these niggas. Niggas is lying. It's a fucking lie. They do not. They mad. If anything, they running from him. He's mad. He walks into the store. The young girls get the fuck out the way because he probably smells like fucking Geritol. He's lying. They do not check us like that. It's a fucking lie. Okay? All right? And the ones that do check us, then how come she ain't saying shit? How come he ain't pounding them? How come he ain't fucking none of them? Why? Because he got a transaction. He probably has the ability to do the transaction, but he can't. He's too scared to talk to her. Hey, helicopter. That's not good. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, don't get caught up with this bullshit. Young women, stay away from old niggas. Just enjoy your youth, enjoy your life, get you know what I mean? I know the average black man's a piece of shit, but a lot of these old niggas are dirt too. You're going to be with an older black man or an older man, make sure it's transactional. If it's not transactional, don't fuck with it. You know what transactional means? You know what it is. Again, when you talk about a prostitute, we talk about buying your hair, we talk about taking, we talk about whatever he can offer, and you say, you know what, you got it. You know what I mean? I can fuck with this, then that's the transaction. The transaction could be, he could be putting your mother on because he works for wherever. And I don't know. There's tons of shit. You know what I mean? These women keep talking about the materialistic side of it. It's more to it than that. Some niggas could just make you, listen, maybe it's his money and not your money. I don't know. Whatever it may be. So don't listen to these motherfuckers. All these niggas are lying. All of these motherfuckers. Nobody want no grizzly old motherfucker. The only one that want an old man is an older woman. They don't check them like that. That's bullshit. They do not. You know what I mean? Now, well, what about you, Nate? Again, like I said, I ain't tripping. You know what I mean? Even if that is the case, if I'm going to be fucking with a younger woman, I already know where I'm going to have to separate the boys to the men. You know what I mean? Period. I know what it is. She know what it is. I ain't trying to go take on a date and get her drunk, nigga. I'm going to deal with a woman my age group. The younger one, you going to get straight to the point. Yo, you know what it is, you know what I mean? We going to take this little run and stop at this telly. Let me tell you this story years ago, right? One day, me and my, it was me and these two girls. This is back in the 90s. It was this chick. It was her and her girlfriend and my man. Now, my man just came along with us bullshitting, boom, boom, boom. I'm with the other chick, whatever. So I told her, now mind you, she's older than me. You know what I mean? This is a simple mode of what a transaction's about, right? It's a peep game. So I said, listen, we going to the Timberland store. This is a long time. We kids. We went to the Timberland store in Reading, Pennsylvania. I never forgot this. So she was trying to get me to buy a bag. Now, mind you, we already talked like, yo, when we get back to New York, we gonna fucking hit that telly. You know what I'm saying? Boom. She was like, oh, you gonna buy me this bag? I was like, listen, now mind you, I'm a young nigga, so I'm like, listen, I could get you the bag, but you know what I mean? You gotta choose one, you know what I mean? Like, we get the bag, then we staying in Pennsylvania. We you know what I mean? Choose one, or we gonna do this. Whatever it is, I'll let her know I ain't come here to buy no bag and you gonna fucking skate out and give me no ass. So I let her know, like, all right, well, what's in it for me? Now, we young people. We in our 20s. She didn't want to look bad, so she like, fuck it. Fuck the bag. I'm just going to get the nigga some ass. Now, mind you, did I jukes her? Obviously, I did. You know what I mean? But if I was older and I'm taking a chick to an outlet and I'm twice her fucking age, at this age now I'm going to buy her the bag and let it be known, well, you know what I mean? You know what this means, you know what I mean? The transaction is gonna be that. She's not gonna hit me with the bullshit, because now the reality is we already was going to the damn what's the shopping shit called? You know, outlet first before we got to this. You dig? You know what I mean? That as an older nigga, now we can't do the young boy talk, because the bag is part of the fucking hotel package. But when we was kids, it's like, I ain't buying this bitch no bag because I'm trying to use this money for the hotel. Thank you, DJ. So that's the difference. That's putting your big boy pants on, nigga. Like, and black women, you got to think about it like this. If you a young woman and you dealing with an old nigga, yes, you know what I mean? Just remember, if you bought that fucking bag, you better be able to put your fucking, his dick in your mouth, you know what I mean? But if you are older woman, this is the difference. This way it gets shifty. You are older woman, that you ain't supposed to be transactioning shit with no nigga in your age motherfucking group. You older, like, leave that for that young fucking bitch. You're older, so if he taking you to buy a bag or two and you fucking with the nigga, you can fuck that nigga next month, 2 months later. You know what I mean? That's not a transactional thing, because you're older. Unless you're a hoe, unless you're a young woman, because the benefit now is you're older now. What the fuck? This nigga buying you a bag and he wants some ass? When I was younger, my whole reality was, bitch, I got $100. So if I buy this bag, I ain't gonna be able to afford the fucking hotel. You understand what I mean? Thank you, DJ. That's why. So now in hindsight, I didn't have enough money to bring her to the bag in a hotel. I'm like, this bitch ain't my girl. I had a girlfriend at the time, you know what I mean? So if I buy her the bag, how the fuck we gonna go to the hotel? I can't afford it. The bag's gonna be $150. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I was like, yo, pick one. And I knew she wasn't gonna make me look stupid, so she picked the telly. What a fool she was. You understand? the mentality of people have to understand is a certain thing that you have a commitment as you're older. You can't be bringing young girls on dates, bringing them to City Island, nigga, showing them a motherfucking shrimp and lobster. Because she's going to bring her 10 friends with her. Because now you the old nigga. See, when you 21 years old and you trying to bring the 21-year-old girl or the 19-year-old girl, she going to come with her friend because we all fucking. My man going to fuck your friend. We may even switch. But when you're an old nigga, you know you old because the young girl now, when you bring her to City Island to have some seafood, she going to bring 3 of her girlfriends. Or she going to be out already and call your old ass over there to pay the fucking bill. That's pretty embarrassing. So me personally, I don't put myself in situations like that. Now that I'm older, hypothetically, if I was dating a younger woman, at this point, if me and her's in a motherfucking restaurant and her girlfriends are sitting down, it's because we fucking already. Like, you know, the dinner means we're fucking. She's not gonna treat me like the average fucking toss and take me to dinner and then laugh and look, I got this old ass nigga. I don't really get that disrespect. The old woman look at me as a father. She on some old, I wish that nigga was my fucking father. You know what I mean? I get that type of look, which, hey, you know, again, I'm not interested, you know what I mean? But if that was a situation, ain't nothing to swing no money to a young chick. That's nothing, that's light. But an older woman, if I'm fucking with you and you trying to do the young girl shit on me, I'm like, yo, come on, boo. You know what I mean? You know better than that. We ain't even, you know what I mean? Now it's different because it's like, we ain't fucking for me to buy you no bag. You know what I mean? We supposed to be having a thing where we already on that level where we out and about, we in a mall, so obviously I'm going to throw something in and take care of you. The younger woman, again, something just happened serious out here because this helicopter's flying close. You hear that shit? So these matters all matter. Older men, when you, listen, I wouldn't suggest it, but if you're going to approach a younger woman, always talk about your money. Brag about your job because you got the money. Tell her where you work because you got the money. You know, she don't give a fuck about your 6 figures, nigga. She gives a fuck about what you going to do for me. Period. When you going to let me take you out? When you going to let me take you shopping? When you going to let me spoil you? That's the shit you gotta talk about, nigga. You can't just be approaching no young chick talking about, I make 6 figures, I'm working in Wall Street. She don't give a fuck about that. She don't even know what Wall Street is. You gotta talk the paper. You know what I mean? You in the store, you walk in a corner store, like, when you gonna let me buy them sneakers? It could be simple shit. You could go in there, she ordering chips for her and her son. You like, oh, I got that. She like, oh, thank you, yeah. So what's good? When we gonna hang out? You know what I mean? She already know that you threw that little money, paid a little $13. She a hood chick, like, whatever. Now she like, oh, he paid for my groceries, me and my son. That was cute. Like, all right, there's more where that came from. Here's my number, holla at a nigga, and you out. Now she hits you, oh, what's up? Yeah, I met you the other day. What's going on, Nate? What's good? Yeah. How old are you? I'm like, old enough to be your father. She like, right. Okay, you all right. So, I mean, later on, I want to know if you could take me to the spot. I mean, I got my money, but I just need somebody to help me to take me to the supermarket. I'm like, all right, so what's in it for a nigga? You know what I mean? What's in it for me? She like, whatever. Okay, I'll be right over there. You know what I mean? You gotta feel every situation, you gotta fill a situation out. So I'm not saying you can't get a young girl, but they're not gonna approach you. It's just not gonna happen. I don't give a fuck you in that convertible. They're gonna look, you're gonna see them looking and they see that fucking old face and you're gonna scare them. You know what I mean? You gotta be able, when you see that, you got that pimp ride, they see the car, they like, oh, that shit's nice. Oh, thank you, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, let me give you another example. I got a neighbor across the street, fine little young bitch, right? When I say young, she like in her 20s, but she got, you know, she live with her old man. She got a daughter. If I was trying to fuck with that, one day she seen my car roll up. She was like, ooh, I heard her. She said, oh, I didn't know he had that. That shit is, what's she saying? That shit is hard. Something like that. She said that shit is hard or whatever. I didn't know he had that. So I could hear her talking to other neighbors. So when she see me, she wave or whatever. But let's just say I was on some bullshit, and I'm like, when you gonna let me take you out? When you gonna hang out with me? We gonna go some shopping. That's how you gotta do it. That's it. And she like, whatever. When you gonna take me? Bingo. The transaction is right there. Now we in the car, we talking our shit. I'm like, you smoke? Yeah, I smoke a little L or whatever, but I ain't been having nothing lately because I ain't got no weed. Bang, all right, here's an ounce. Oh, shit. We blowing, bang, bang, bang. What up? Yeah, you know, boom, boom. Well, I see you and your daughter, whatever, and your wife. Yeah, we chilling and shit, but yo, enough of all that. You know what I'm saying? I got to make this little run in here. Take a run in me in the store. Boom. Oh, could I get that? Yeah. You want that? Whoa, hold on now. You know what I mean? She like, what's in it for me? She like, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool, we good. Back. That's it. Now I get back in the car. She said, you hungry? I said, nah, we gonna make a stop before we go to that motherfucking damn restaurant. Bang. That's how it goes when you're an old nigga. You know, you're not a fucking kid no more. You can't be approaching these young women, nigga, with that bullshit. You know what I mean? We adults. You know, you got to be prepared if the pops roll up to you and be like, yo, listen, man, I just took your daughter out shopping and all that, nigga. Like, I put food in your fucking refrigerator. You're like, yo, thank you, big bro. Because pops may be fucked up. But you just trying to fuck the nigga. You just trying to fuck the little girl. And the nigga going to be like, yo, what the fuck you trying? You know what I mean? So you got to understand, dealing with young women is one way and dealing with an older woman is another way. I'm not saying that you can't do that with an older woman, but an older woman is a little different. You can't just be tricking a little pair of sneakers to try to fuck an older woman. That's an insult to her intelligence. So your mentality has to be, all right, we on this wave, we chilling, we getting along. We've been having a good time going out, you know what I mean? We slipped, got some sex involved. Now, as an adult, a mature man, you know what? Shorty been looking out for me. She gave me some pussy. I ain't got to pay no prostitute. I ain't got to pay no trick bitch. You know what I mean? Me, her fucking, the pussy's on deck. You know what? This weekend, I'm going to fuck with her and spoil her a little bit. Because it's cheaper to keep her. You niggas get the pussy on an old chick now, and now you don't want to buy her a fucking carton of eggs. But you go to the young bitch and you all of a sudden now you want to act like you young, you shave your face and shit, dye your hair, talk about, yeah, what's popping when we hanging out. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Like, you got to understand, man, there's an old nigga, there's a way to deal. You take care of an older woman, and there's a way you take care of a younger woman. If you attracted to an older woman, it's just the way you do certain things. You may have an older woman, you may be Mr. Fix It. You fix shit in our house. And that y'all may have a transactional thing going on there because you be fucking piping her and you look out for her. Or maybe she may be like, yo, fuck it, this nigga be looking out for me, he deserves some pussy. Again, grown folks do things a little different. Younger women, you got to talk that paper, nigga. Period. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been real. I got to get out of here. Something happening dangerous out here. This helicopter's not leaving. I love you all. Man, women, step it up. Women, young women, take it from me. Do not talk to these old motherfuckers unless it's transactional. Okay? And when I say it's transactional, that means you're willing to go all the way. If you ain't willing to go all the way, okay? If you trying to do a lick on a nigga, I ain't trying to fucking promote that. I ain't trying to promote prostitution. I ain't trying to promote no lick. But if you gonna fuck with a nigga and you on some adult shit, you take care of me, I take care of you. The end. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been real. I appreciate you all. Goddamn. Shout out to Big Cat. Peace.